Okay. Peace, family. I should be live right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Um, y'all know I do these monthly shows where I'm speaking, and I take some Q&A at the end. At the top, I pinned the link for if you want to ask them, if you want to be live at the end. I'm gonna talk to the people. I'm gonna speak, and then I'm gonna talk to the people toward the end. So at the top of the chat, there should be a link that's pinned, and I'm gonna talk to the family at the end and talk to y'all. But this is my monthly show where Brother Rich just talks. I know y'all gonna enjoy it. I know that lot going on right now. So get comfortable, hit that like button, like I always tell y'all to do. Okay, can you hear me? Shout out to Patricia Clinton. That's a supporter. That's a longtime supporter of the show. I'm looking at the chat. Patricia Clinton. Shout out to Patricia Clinton. C. Diggs. I'm just looking at some names I recognize right now. C. Diggs. C. Diggs, you always in the building. Patricia Clinton, like I said. And trying to see. Wu Moon. I always shout out Wu Moon. Wu Moon, you like a celebrity in the chat room. I always shout you out, brother, because you always, you always support it for years. Yeah, shout out to everybody else in chat. I'm trying to see if there's any names I recognize in particular. Those names stand out. Those names really, really, really stand out right there. I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, those names really, really stand out right there. But we are live. I am live. You are live. And we're about to go in. Oh, man, we're going to have a great conversation tonight. So much going on, family. Like I said, I'm going to be speaking tonight. There's not a guest speaker, and I will be allowing other people to speak toward the end of the live stream. I'm gonna throw a question out there, and I want the family to I want to get your opinions. So I see people clicking on the link. It's always dudes, ladies, I need the ladies to click on the link as well. I need the ladies to click on the link as well. Because the brothers are like, shit, I get to speak. Nigga, the ladies be like, oh, I got my makeup, my hair, my this, my that. Ladies, I need y'all to come on as well. Ladies, make sure at the top of the chat there's a link. And I'm gonna be talking to the family toward the end. Yeah, rally for reparations. Yes, definitely. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed and everybody who's attending or watching. That's happening in Washington, D.C. And for more information, I'm sure you can go to the brother Tariq Nasheed's YouTube channel. Yeah, C Dick said they we don't be camera ready. Yeah, I understand that, and I respect that. I respect that and understand that. I know women represent beauty, and I know y'all got to beautify yourselves. I mean, man, listen, man. I throw on a half wrinkle red T-shirt, a hat. But even, everybody wants to, look, but women especially, everybody wants to look presentable, but women especially. And I totally understand that. Shout out to all the sisters and queens, the goddesses out there. We love y'all. Y'all do what y'all got to do. But I really would appreciate, y'all represent more on YouTube or when I do these shows monthly. Like I said, I do this monthly. Y'all coming on here monthly. But like I said, that will be toward the end. I'm going to speak for a little while, like I usually do. So it's going to be a great, somebody say, yes, I'm finally catching live. I'm glad you catching live. Oh, another reminder, Rod Hayes has a new show on the Patreon channel. So you go to patreon.com/blackman363. Rod Hayes is on there with a new video, and it's fire. It's called the, I think it's called the Modern Secrets of Alchemy and Magic. Oh, he went in, man. It's fire. It's fire. Oh, it's amazing. So shout out to Rod Hayes. I learned a lot from that video, and I love when I do interviews, and I'm not just interviewing you because I could put on the interviewing hat, but I'm also learning at the same time. Those are the best interviews when I learn from every interview, but some of them I learned a lot from, and that video with Rod Hayes that I just did on the Patreon is one of them. So shout out to that brother right there. It was an amazing video. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to watch it, join the Patreon. Everybody should be supporting the brother at this point with all the work I put in. You should definitely join the Patreon at this point. All right. So listen, let's get to some ads, and then we will be right back. We're gonna have an amazing show tonight. All right, family. Oh, well, before we get to the ads, let me ask that. Rich, where did the black hoodie magical nigga you wore last show come? That's a Black Dot, the brother Black Dot and Malcolm, his son. You go to Urban X TV or Urban X Shop. I forget what their website is, but if you type in Urban X TV, it will come in. All right. But yeah, that comes from Black Dot. I wear a lot of people's merch on the show, show love and support, and they got some amazing, great merch. So, and another thing I want to say, I see, man, there's so many people lining up in the back room for to speak. Listen, I might not get to all y'all. Be prepared for that. And I need some sisters. Right now, I got all dudes. I think I got one sister in the back. But listen, the title is powerful. Yeah, it's powerful for a purpose because it's a powerful message. All right, let's get to some commercials, and we'll be right back, family.
Welcome to the Sacred Tree. This is Stardust Jewelry for the collective. All of our pieces are spiritually downloaded, handcrafted, and created with the love and healing powers of our set. We pride ourselves on using nothing but the best crystals, 14 karat gold, and sterling silver to highlight the conductivity of this alchemical process. So many superpowers for us to tap into, and the crystals are here to help you. I always say whatever crystal you choose, it chooses you at the same time. It's a symbiotic relationship. So feel free to tap into the sacredtree.life, see what we have to offer. Rock.
This is Dr. B. Serious, your natural health specialist. Wise ones know that organic plant-based compounds have always held the secrets to imbalance and dis-ease. This is why I created the highest quality handcrafted natural remedies and solutions for discerning people just like you. These products support a strong immune system, help neutralize disease-causing parasites and toxins while supporting a better quality of life. Take charge of your health. Make the smart choice. Check out my plant-based vitamin C tonic, X Factor Super Immune Enhancer, and the Total Body Detox programs. Instead of waiting on a cure, visit elevationtime.com.
It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now.
To the Matrix Unveiled. Awaken your spiritual powers. Take your visualizations and manifestations to the next level. Our spiritual consultations help you remove blockages to your success, guide you through your shadow work, assist with chakra alignment, inner child healing, divinations, and more. Join the Matrix Unveiled Academy and take your consciousness quantum. Please connect with us on our YouTube channel where we share information on spirituality and metaphysics. Thanks for listening. Can't wait to meet you on matrix-unveil.com.
Hey there! Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out, my pet Petey was with me. Order your copy of Kayla Petey and the Forest on Amazon today.
All right, so before we get started, I want to give a shout out to everybody who said talked about the ads. The ads are getting better and the ads are excellent. Okay, so if we're talking about a new paradigm is being created and the world is changing, a new world is being born. There are things in the old paradigm that you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. The people that we accuse of colonizing us and doing certain things to us, they have gotten certain things right. They understand certain things, and imagine running for 14 miles and a person with fresh legs just start running. They are a newer race, so they have more energy and they have more willpower to do certain things, and they haven't been through as much as we have been through. Advertisement marketing is something they have mastered. So we have to study them. You can't be so pro-black that you just study black people. You have to study everybody. You have to learn from everybody. We have to redefine what being pro-black means. We think pro-black means we don't learn. They learn from us. They come into our culture. They learn, they emulate us, and they take it back to their culture. They learn twerking and they take it back to their culture and profit from it, warning us. more than the sisters do in our culture. They are amazing when it comes to advertising and when it comes to marketing. And that's something that we lack, especially in the conscious community. We don't, for some reason, we don't value marketing as much as we should. And I think it has to do with, this limitation, poverty mindset that we have. But marketing is extremely important, especially if you understand quantum physics. So shout out to everybody who understands and appreciates marketing and understands the power of marketing. And as we build this new paradigm, and as we get rid of the gatekeepers that we are talking about tonight, marketing, our ideas are going to be vital, extremely important. So yeah, support all the advertisers at the beginning of the show. It is in the description bar. So I want to share something while I get started. Like I said, I'm going to be speaking. This is my monthly show, and then I'm going to be speaking to the people toward the end. So let me share something real quick. So the reason why I shared this, hold on, let me put it on the screen. So there's a reason why I share this. Let me get rid of this. Okay. You're like, okay, Brother Rich, share this. This is from Black Panther. Why is she sharing this? I need the family to know. Moving forward, so much is going on right now. I mean, it's amazing. I'm you know what I'm glad for? You know what I'm very glad for? I'm glad the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is alive to see what's happening now, because he taught us so much. And every time we learn, they call us racist. Every time we learn, we call us that word that they're throwing away around right now. We're just learning. We have been stripped from a thorough knowledge of self. And we are attempting to learn exactly who we are. We had everything stripped from us. Amnesia. We don't even use our own language. We took a language that we weren't aware of. We made Ebonics. And because we made Ebonics, we made a whole world copy after us. We made that cool. We took the culture. We made it cool. We implemented. We took things that was completely against the grain and we made it cool. Food wise, we was given scraps and we made it cool. We are amazing. Killmonger represents. They tell us who our leaders are. You see Kyrie Irving in the news, right? You see Kanye in the news, right? You see how they are attacking them? And when I say the gatekeepers, you see how the gatekeepers, you see how Shaq and Charles Barkley attack Kyrie Irving? Oh my God. I'm not surprised at Charles Barkley, but I'm surprised at Shaq. Calling him an idiot. And people how they both use the same word. There's a video going around with all the news stations using the same word, the same verbiage, the same everything. It's a script. They followed the script. Even if they weren't consciously aware of it. Once one person said something, the other person said, oh, that's a script to get what we got to get. Where they got to get is the bag. The bag is the ultimate goal. So one person sees another person say something. They know that's the script to the bag. Everybody else follows suit. Media is everything. Now, let me say this. I'm going to be fair. I'm not here to bash entertainers. And let me tell you who the gatekeepers are. The gatekeepers right now are entertainers, the church, mainly, Democrat and the Democrats. These are people who are gatekeeping Black thought, Black anger, Black aggression, Black excellence, Black whatever. Anything Black. These people are gatekeeping. Blue Pill said something interesting. And I might quote Blue Pill a couple of times. As y'all know, I do more interviews with Blue and Red Pill than I do with anybody. Those are my brothers, and I do a lot of interviews with them, and it's whatever. What happened to the geniuses? You know, the people that, those kids that they're geniuses at 14 and they do excellent on these Mensa or Regents exam and they're like brilliant. And we're like, oh my God, at 14, he could do this, he could do that. Oh my God, at 12, at 10, at 8, he could say that he could recite the whole encyclopedia. Oh my God, this person is absolutely amazing. And we're like, yeah, a black person could do that. They get a hold of them. You know what Blue Bill said? We never hear from them again. Y'all hear me? We never hear from them again. Nigga, geniuses. They grab them, scoop them up. You know how a nigga bag a shorty? Oh, she fly. Come here, ma. Come over here. Come here, ma. You mine. Come here, ma. You mine. They scoop them, bag them up. Boop, boop. Never hear from them again. We have geniuses. All our geniuses is bagged up by what Tariq Nasheed calls the dominant society. Geniuses. We hear about them on the news and then we never hear from them again. What the fuck happened to these geniuses? They were so smart at 14, but by 22, we don't know what they're doing because we don't hear their name no more. You know what they're doing? They're serving dominant society without credit. The same thing Lewis Lattimore did for Thomas Edison. The same thing. Same old tricks. You know what the great philosopher Charles Oakley said? If it ain't broke, don't break it. Nigga, you know what I was gonna say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, I'm calling our geniuses. The great philosopher Charles Oakley said, if it ain't broke, don't break it. So you know what they do? Nigga, they ain't broke. It ain't broke. Nigga, they tell us who their genius is, and we scoop them up. They scoop up all our geniuses. All of them. Early, quick. Post your son did something on the internet. Post your daughter did something on the internet. Nigga, they scooping them up. Giving them an offer they can't refuse. Depending on how much knowledge of self you got. So we got this situation with the black gatekeepers. Let's start with Charles Barkley and Shaq. Let's start with that. All right, fam? Now, the things that's dangerous is that if you watch basketball, if you know what I'm talking about, their criticism of Kyrie, they called him an idiot. They was just bashing a brother, banging on a brother on live TV in front of the world because the brother held the stance about the black Hebrews and about who he was, so he could never be anti-Semitic because he knew who he was. Man, they banging on that brother so hard, you would think they was in a gang. Nigga. The Bloods of the Crips bang like, nigga, they was banging. Passionate tonight. I'm passionate tonight. You know what's funny? Tonight, I'm watching my son. And for some reason, sometimes when I want to do this live, I get caught watching my son. So my son is quiet. He's actually using my iPhone right now. He's watching, I put on Ryan's World. I'm be honest with y'all. Me transparent. Put on Ryan's World. He likes watching Ryan's World, the family, the mother, the father, and the children dynamic. And that's something that we'll talk about a little later. The father-mother dynamic. And he of course he watches a lot of black shows with the father-mother dynamic. This is something he enjoys. So I'm not policing him in terms of telling him he can't watch. I police him with some things, but I'm just making a point. He's watching Ryan's World. And I shouldn't even have to explain it that much. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even. You have to get the habit, family, of not even explaining yourself to motherfuckers. But listen, one thing about Shaq and Barkley, and even Stephen A. Smith, And we may be like, they cooning. And they are cooning. They know they cooning. They know flat out they cooning. But you know what? Cash rules everything around me. Cream is some money, dollar bill, y'all. Listen. Shaq and Charles know what's up. Everybody is looking to expand. It's everybody in this new paradigm is in business mode. Millionaires is the same. Millionaires is the equivalent to thousandaires 10 years ago. If you made 100,000 10 years ago, that's the equivalent of being a millionaire in 2022 going into 2023. So millionaires are very common. It's just like, okay, yeah, we got a lot of millionaires because of the way the world is shifting and the way the world is going. They know that they have certain business, and I'm not going to share links and pictures, but they have certain business alliances, whereas they can't fuck up certain shit. And them business folks that Kanye talk about is involved in them deals. So they're going to do what they got to do to get ahead. Rod Hayes talked about every time we have a revolt, every time something happens, it's niggas that prevent it, that stop it. Your family, listen, I need y'all to listen. Every time, whether it's Haiti or whatever, there's a nigga lurking around somewhere that's unhappy. One of the best movies you could watch is what's that movie, Family, with Dame Dash produced with Cam? Oh shit. With Cam. I mean, I'm from Harlem. I should know. I'm from Harlem. I should know. What's the movie with Dame Dash produced with Cam? Not State Property. With Rico, the dude Rico. What's the name of the movie? Paid in Full. Thank you. I'm sorry. I should be ashamed of myself. I didn't remember pay. I should be ashamed of myself. I apologize. Maybe that's why me and Dave argue. I'm not. Listen, I forget about shit. Paid in Full. Listen, Paid in Full. Listen. You seen Paid in Full. You seen Rich's uncle. You seen how he acted about being a rich nigga and this and that envy. You see that envy that exists within our community. We're so great as a community. We're so amazing. It's extreme. Listen, we're so amazing, right? We're so connected to source energy that when some people are able to tap in and you're not, deep down inside, you know you could tap into that energy. You know you could tap into the energy, but for whatever reason, you're not doing it. You're so mad. You're so envious because you know it's right there. You ever wanted something and it was right there? This is some deep shit I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Why jealousy exists in Black community. Listen to what I'm saying, family, about why jealousy exists in the Black community. You ever wanted something and it was right there and then you didn't get it? They know what they want. The haters or whoever they is, whatever they want is right there, but they just can't seem to get it. And they have the ability, they can feel it. They could, it's certain emotions they get, but they just can't get it. So it makes them angry. This is why we have so many haters. Imagine if you got what it takes, but you still can't get what you want to get. Let me say this again. Imagine if you got what it takes. Now, it's a difference if you don't have what it takes. You have to approach the situation differently. You have to approach the situation differently if you don't have what it takes. And that's what we are seeing with white supremacy and whatever you want to call it. The imposters, small hats, whatever you want to call them. They don't have what it takes, so they use a different approach. But imagine if you have what it takes. This is the origin of jealousy amongst our community. You have what it takes, but you're not getting it. Yeah, it's a hurtful feeling. It's a hurtful feeling. It's a hurtful feeling, family. So, we have to understand who we are, and we have to tap into who we are. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not mad at Kyrie. Everybody's posting the brother made an apology. I seen what the brother did, and the brother kept continuously said, I cannot be anti-Semitic. At this point, the brother's like 31 years old. I'm not mad at the brother Kyrie. I'm not mad at the brother Shaq. I'm not mad at Charles Barkley. I'm not mad at anybody who's doing what they're doing. Because it takes real balls to do to fulfill this job and to do what we are talking about on this channel. I'm not mad. Shout out to Nick Cannon. Listen, family, Nick Cannon attempted something extraordinary, and he kind of started all of this. And the reason why I say he started all this because Kanye referenced him. Some people are here to put the seed, to plant the seeds. Nick Cannon, as far as the celebrity world, the importance of Nick Cannon, I'm gonna tell you right now. The importance of Nick Cannon is he planted certain seeds, right? After he planted certain seeds, they attacked him. We could say he wasn't strong enough to, watch the seeds grow. Whatever we could say, whatever. I just appreciated the fact that Nick planted the seeds. And because Kanye referenced him several times, I understand that Kanye studied and understood what he was attempting to do. So you have Nick Cannon on level 1. You have Kanye on level 2. The next person we get is going to be on level 3, niggas. Do y'all understand how this shit go on a non-emotional level? We keep rising. Do y'all understand that? Instead of knocking these brothers, you appreciate them for what they did, what they attempted to do, and you understand that, listen, the next person that comes along is going to take it to the next level. What Nick Cannon did, Kanye took to the next level. What Kanye did, somebody else in that status is going to take to the next level. And they understand that. So when they see somebody like Kanye doing what he do on a billionaire status, they're scared. They're more scared than you scared. They're more worried than you worried. They're more frightened than you frightened. They're more terrified than you terrified. Because they understand this shit is cosmic. And it's like, I think John Henry Clark said, it's like an ant attempting to hold a tidal wave. I'm chopping up all types of quotes tonight. I apologize, but I'm just I'm excited for the times we live in, family, and I'm excited for times we live in, and I'm excited for the times we're in, and I'm excited to be a participant in it. I'm a participant in it in the sense that I know my destiny, and this is one of the things I want to get into is how the old paradigm celebrities are dying out, and there's a new paradigm of celebrities. Now I'm just a promoter. I'm an interviewer. I ask questions, so the people I interview will actually be who you call celebrities in this new paradigm. But at the end of the day, it's still a new version of what we call celebrities or entertainers or influencers or whatever you want to call them. Maybe the appropriate term might be influencers, but yeah, we are in a new era. Let me get rid of this right here. We are in a new era of the so-called celebrities or entertainers. And yeah. Yeah. We have a lot to learn, family. It's some great times. You know what I would describe it as? I would describe it as there's few ways I would describe it as. I would describe it as we are giving birth to a new world. And when I say we, I would say with the collective consciousness, we are giving birth to a new world. And we're in the delivery room right now. And if you ever been in the delivery room, whether you're a brother or sometimes the queens, because they're giving birth, they are the actual giver of this reality. Shout out to the queens. They are the feminine energy actually burst this into existence. So they may not be aware of certain things we're aware of. So we have to tell them, like they say, as above, so below. I told my girl, like, listen, when you gave birth, I told her, like, I was there the whole time. First of all, I was arguing with certain doctors. Second of all, there were certain juices that came out of you when you gave birth. It looked like the galaxy. It was like purple. It was like weird shit. Purple, black, blue. It was like weird shit. Right before my son came out, I would say that shit came out. My girls, let me be bold. Let me vulgar so you niggas can understand. Her pussy. Colors came out her pussy that was like I never seen before. Like, what the fuck? You used to cream like milk. Cream, dollar bill, your cash rules. You used to cream coming out that motherfucker. You used to cream, colorless shit. You know what I'm saying? You used to that coming out that. You give birth, the galaxy come out first, and then the baby come out first. It's crazy. If you a man and you in the room, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And the sisters, they're experiencing it first person, so they don't know. They don't see. The doctors will never tell them. The only person that can tell the sisters what comes out of their pussy or their vagina is us. The doctors are not going to say anything. They're going to say, oh, yeah, great birth. I'm glad. I'm happy. Oh, yeah, okay. It worked out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, tell the sisters what you see come out their pussy when they give birth. When they give birth, the shit that come out their pussy is the main. Where did this shit come from? Where does this shit look like the galaxy? You ever seen a picture of the galaxy? Like, what the fuck? Where does this? Where's all the color? It'll make it. Family, man, listen. This is the poor times we live in. Poor times we live in. No, I'm not talking about placenta. I'm talking about before the child is born. I'm talking about before the child is born, and somebody saying straight drunk. No, I'm not straight drunk. I'm talking about before the child is born. There's colors that come out the vagina. It has nothing to do with being drunk. It has nothing to do with being drunk. No. I was there firsthand. I could talk to y'all coherently. Anything y'all ask or anything y'all say. When the water breaks, yes. This is after the water breaks. Yes. So I would love to talk to the sisters about that. But this is after the water breaks. Listen, family. So we, like I said, oh God. I plugged that in. Oh man. So, somebody said, yeah, I know I'm not crazy. Hold on, let me say this. We shit is. He is right. My hubby saw the same thing. I'm not crazy. I'm not drunk. I'm not crazy. I'm not. Family, when a woman gives birth, there's some shit that comes out of her. Like rainbow fluids, yeah. Yeah. Like rainbow fluids, yeah. When she gives birth, and you think the nurse is going to tell you that if you're not there? Nobody is there to look at it. Nobody's there to look at it. You think they're gonna tell you when you give birth? This is a whole different topic. We got caught in a whole other different topic. But you think somebody's gonna tell you when they give birth? It takes the brothers to be there to witness to see the shit. And maybe every woman doesn't go through this. I don't know. My girl's not super conscious. She's not super conscious, so I don't know. They catch it in the bag too. Somebody said they catch it. Maybe, 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 maybe. Listen, yeah, maybe that may be the case. But it seems as though one thing that I see with the Melanin Gatekeepers is that they are always in this, and like I said, I might mention Blue Pill several times during tonight's broadcast, is that they're always blaming black men for everything that's going on. They're making us the villains. And what you have to understand is that's an agenda. And they posted, somebody in particular on MSNBC posted Kevin Samuels and Tariq Nasheed. So the thing about Kevin Samuels and Tariq Nasheed is that they are not black people's enemies, and once, like I said, they always teach us to who our villain is. They always want to teach us who our villain is, and it starts in the movie. It starts with Killmonger, and it starts with Killmonger, and it transcends into real life. So it starts with Killmonger and it transcends into real life. And we decide who our enemies is based on the perception of movies that we have seen. So because Killmonger was the villain and they told us he was the villain in the movie, anybody who exemplifies the characteristics of Killmonger in real life, they are the villain. And one of the things Killmonger said during the movie is that bury me in the ocean, arenas, with my ancestors that jumped from the ships because they knew death was better than bondage. So one of the things that we don't understand in real life, and it's hard to grasp, is that a lot of times you can be alive and you can still be dead. That's one of the hardest things to accept and to understand, is that you could be alive and you could still be dead at the same time. How can you be dead at the same time? If you're not fulfilling your mission, your purpose, your destiny, it feels death like. And you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor making millions of dollars, but you don't feel alive. Life is all about feeling alive. So, in terms of who we are and happiness, it's not necessarily about money, it's about discovering who you are. And the only way it's hard to, let me say this, it's hard to discover you are because society is going to attack you. It's going to attack you big time. You got to have a lot of confidence. Somebody said Killmonger is a villain in the comics. He was not militant like that in the movie version. So what I will say is that he was militant enough in the movie version for them to make him a bad guy. He may not have been militant like that in the comics, but he was militant enough to make him a bad guy. Everybody knew, we were all taught who was the bad guy and who was the good guy. And we were taught Killmonger was definitely the bad guy. So I told y'all the reason for the pick. And what y'all have to understand is that we were literally taught. We were taught when to honor Muhammad Ali. We were taught when to honor Malcolm X. We were taught when to honor Martin Luther King. These are all our black heroes. We were taught when to honor in the media. We were taught that, okay, from 1960 to 1980, they're bad. From 1990 to 2010, they're good. And we follow the script. You know who leads the script? The black gatekeepers. The black gatekeepers tell us when to do what white daddy tells them to do. So we got the Democrats. We got the church at this point. And this is not to be confused with the church from the past. The church played an important, vital role in our liberation from the past. But like everything gets co-opted. Imagine if a gentleman comes next year and says, I represent the conscious community, right? Y'all follow him because y'all know the bullshit that happened in the conscious community, but y'all know, all right, this bad shit that happened, but we got Brother Richard, we got other people. So we're gonna follow this brother. And the brother does some crazy shit. The brother's banking on your knowledge of history from the conscious community, so that way he gets his trust from y'all. It's the same way with what they do, mainstream society. They banking on your knowledge from the trust of the past to get your support in these certain communities. And they know what they're doing. And it is what it is. And we have to be wise enough to understand what they're doing. And not only our trust of certain communities, but our distrust of certain communities. So they'll tell us about how to distrust Republicans and they'll divide us and all. They have all types of tactics. But it is what it is. We have to be smart. We have to be diligent in who we follow and who we support. These are times when the old celebrities, when I say the end of the gatekeepers, the old celebrities are dying out. They're dying. The old gatekeepers, the old influencers are dying out. And they know they're dying out. They know they're dying out. And they're mad at them. Look at Roland Martin. Roland Martin goes crazy every day on his broadcast. Have y'all seen the perfect example of the old paradigm gatekeepers getting defeated by new paradigm influencers is Dr. Umar Johnson being on Roland Martin's channel. Oh my God. Oh my God. It has gotten over 5,000 views. Listen. Umar completely ate him alive. Sometimes when I do a live, I start burping and shit. I be seeing other people do that, and I be like, "Damn, what?" Sometimes when I do a live, I start burping. I don't know why. I'm sure it's because of what I drunk before. Man, Umar ate this brother alive, man. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Man. Somebody said get some money. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. Listen, so besides that, so besides that, I seen what they said about Kyrie and his reinstatement conditions, and I wasn't happy about that. And it is what it is. I like I said, I want to give a shout out to Kyrie, whether he apologizes or not. I don't. I don't take nothing. I don't hold him for nothing. Nick Cannon, anybody who attempted. I understand what you're going through. A lot of us say what we're gonna do when we're in that situation, but we really don't know what we're gonna do in that situation until we're presented with that situation. So yeah. To those brothers, shout out to those brothers. Man, shout out to those brothers. You do what you gotta do, and it is what it is. But um, we're gonna get to some Q&A, and I'm glad you're here tonight. We're gonna get to some Q&A. And let's see. We got so many people in the background. So before we get into the Q&A, make sure you support the advertisers from the beginning of the show. I want y'all to understand the message we was trying to deliver in terms of the the paradigm that's taking place and everything that's happening. And I respect the brothers for what they're doing. They're talented. Shaq, Kenny, Charles, but you're cooning at the same time. But they're very talented. And I take talking points from Stephen A. I even take talking points from Stephen A. Smith. You know, he's very talented at what he does. Charles Barkley is very talented at what he does. Shaq is very talented at what he does. We're a talented group of people, but it doesn't mean we could be talented and we could be talented and cooning at the same time. So, just shout out to everybody who's willing to stand up, whether they go all the way through it or not. Nick Cannon, Kyrie Irving, whoever else, Professor Griff, my brother Griff, who went through a lot for saying what he said and got kicked out of a group. Shout out to the brother Professor Griff. Man, we love and appreciate you, Professor Griff. You were before all of these brothers. You talked before all of these brothers, and you told us what was going on before all of these brothers. So shout out to Professor Griff, and you did what you had to do, and you was willing to accept the consequences of that. So shout out to my brother Professor Griff. I had him on about a month ago, and I'm gonna have him on again soon. So shout out to that brother right there. Besides that, and before we get to the calls, let's just get to the calls. Let's just get to the calls. We got some people. All right. All right. Power to the God. You hear what we talking about? Power to the gods. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. What's going on?
No, my man. Just glad to be back on. So, I appreciate you for putting out all the content you put up.
Mm,
Ba- Basically, shit, we just got to start sticking up behind our people. Like the reason Kyrie Irving issuing apologies and Kanye West issue apologies or whoever issue apologies is because when that system come down on top of them, we just let that happen. Not necessarily you, but you saying, but as us as a people, we just let it happen and we don't stand behind them. Even a lot of us go along with the media and criticize those people. So we
mm,
just have to start standing behind our people more. Like even me, I just know I'm just one person. It don't mean a lot, but even the people on your show, if y'all want to support and not watch the NBA or ESPN till Kyrie steps back on the court, that will help because the black community, we hold the most spending power. So it ain't like if we pulled out of what we do, if we pulled out of watching entertainment, pulled out of going to Walmart every day, the system gonna fall anyway. So we hold the power as in that. I know they say we the minority a lot of times, but at the end of the day, we the majority.
facts. Facts. Man, listen. I appreciate you calling. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
You familiar with genealogy, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you did your genealogy or not, but with this, it's like like I said last time, we be starting so deep. We just have to move back gradually. And for some people, I feel like everybody needs to do their genealogy so you can step back into this spirituality because you can't know where you at with something until you go back. It's just like shadow work. How you gonna shadow work on something you don't know nothing about? You can go back to your history, or you claim you African American, you claim you Indian, you claim you Irish or anything all day long, but you ain't gonna never know until you know, if you get what I'm saying. And like our brother Rod Hayes, he just was over on Legendary Top Cats. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but I was gonna shoot you a Gmail. I think he want to come on the show. I know you be looking for people from time to time, but he got some good knowledge. I wouldn't send nobody to you that I don't feel like experienced enough to be on there because I wouldn't subscribe to nobody myself if I don't believe in the validity of their work. But I'm gonna shoot you a Gmail though. He probably appreciate you being on your show, and I appreciate if you come on too, check him out, interview him or whatever, whatever.
Okay, all right, brother. Well, I'm glad you called. I appreciate your call, brother.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Peace, brother. All right, let's get to the next call. All right, we're gonna get some calls tonight. We're gonna get to some calls, and we're gonna get it going. All right, let's get to the next one. Peace, Sulada. What's
How
going
you
on?
how you doing, brother Rich?
I'm doing great.
And I appreciate everything that you've been doing for the
Yes.
community and everything. You've been going way, way back, many years, talking to many people and stuff like that. And I appreciate you, all things you do, the info that you give out, and the people
Mm-hmm.
that you let on your platform and stuff. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And now about Kyrie, um, I'm not mad that he didn't apologize. I'm actually like happy that he brought it out. Like he was the only player in the system. Like like we still enslaved though. Like people don't realize like it's a veil. Like we still
Mm-hmm.
enslaved and stuff, and like they put all this entertainment stuff to distract what's really going on. But like what you say is like it's a bunch of house niggas and shit, just shucking and jiving like Shannon Sharp and shit. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
saying, start drinking, trying to act like a stereotype and shit. But then he gonna call Kyrie this and that. And then Shaq and Barkley was calling him idiot, but like they the really ones that are idiots and stuff. They not mentally aware. Well, they are mentally aware, but like they play a role and stuff like that. And like
Mm-hmm.
um and Kyrie recently posted about the spiritual warfare and stuff like that, and we are in it, and stuff is
Mm-hmm.
happening like even right now, like the shift is happening. Like the shift's
Mm-hmm.
always happening, but I can really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really intense, and I'm not surprised that it's happening. At the same time, like I'm ready. Like it's what.
I feel
Hey
you.
man, since I was a child, bro, like I've been seeing stuff. I've been feeling stuff, seeing stuff. Like, and then like when I started getting older, I started to realize, okay, I'm connecting the dots. This is why it's happening. This is why it happened. Like I've been ready. Like spiritual warfare been happening all my life. Like people think like, oh, spirituality. Like spirituality, it's just in what it's like. They trying to like label it and stuff. Like it's like everywhere. Like since day one, since like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have no time limit, don't no box to it. It's been going on since forever, type
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So like, suited and booted. Like, I'm not
No, big fact.
surprised. I'm just ready for real. But
Hey,
I feel like there's more to come. Even Kanye said it. Like, if you kill him, more people gonna come out.
yes.
More people gonna come
Yes.
out. That's how I
Yes.
feel.
I agree. I agree. Hey man, listen. I appreciate the call, brother. I'm gonna get to the next call, but I appreciate the
Oh,
call,
can I
brother.
say one more thing? Can I say one more
Yeah,
thing?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go
All
ahead.
right. So about the crystallization and stuff that's going on. That you got to drink plenty of water to happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like an alchemy. Like black people and this, black people that. Like
Mm-hmm.
black people don't really exist, and it's like a test. It's like a lesson. You got to alchemize yourself. You don't. Everybody's doing alchemy. If you seeing that stuff is on your skin, you're doing alchemy and stuff like that. And like you got to get understood. And like uh, I'm having right notes and stuff like that, but it's just alchemy. And like people don't realize like that we're colored beings inside out. What's from the inside is going to it's on the outside. And people call themselves black and stuff, and you see how they act, like
Mm-hmm.
but it's like that. But I'm seeing the transformation and stuff. Shadow work helps. Drinking a lot of water, exercising, because basically you're electric being. Um you gotta work out your body a lot
Mm-hmm.
and like push it through. Like yeah, it's gonna suck ass, but like it's worth it at the end of the day. But that's all I gotta say. I appreciate you letting me on, let me speak my mind
Thank you,
and speak
brother.
my heart too.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Peace. All right, man. This is why I love doing the shows with once a month where I talk to people because we get great perspectives and they're from people who are not teachers, they're from regular people like you and me, and that can be very influential as well. So I definitely appreciate everybody who come through. And like I tell you, I'm watching my son tonight, so you might hear him. I'm very thankful to be a father. Yes. I was about to go on a rant about that. about I'll leave that for next time. Yeah. A lot of talking points I had. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get to the next. Is Kafunya in the building? Kafunya, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Kafunya,
Yes.
where you at? I gotta see you. No, Kafunya, I gotta see you.
No, wait.
Kafunya.
I'm not properly dressed, my
No,
brother.
no, don't do that to me, Kafunya. Kafunya, don't
Wait
do
a
that to
minute.
me.
Wait. Hold
You
on.
are
Can
the
you give
queen
me a
of
minute?
queens. Kafunya, you are the queen of queens.
Can you give
Don't.
me a minute?
Yeah, I can. I run my mouth.
Okay, run your mouth and
I run my
let
mouth
me do
for a
what I
minute.
have to do.
So let me run my mouth for a minute. And the Queen
Okay.
Kafunya, listen, y'all. Kafunya is a queen in our community who has contributed greatly. Y'all most recently known her for the sound bowl healing that we do with Blue Pill, and she contributes to that. She leads us in prayer. She leads us in meditation. She leads us in sound healing. She leads us in body healing, and she's that feminine energy that is representing what's going on in a new paradigm. So it's just an absolute pleasure and a marvel to have her in the core room in the chat today. So that's why I told the sister, like, sister, we gotta see you, man. We gotta see you because I would love to see the sister today. She's absolutely amazing. Let me tell
Oh
you
my
this. So
God,
while
Brother
she
Rich.
while she gets
Hold
ready,
on, I'm almost there.
take your time. I'm running my mouth. Take your time. I'm running my mouth. So while she gets us ready, like I said, shout out to Kyrie, shout out to Nick Cannon, and anybody else who even attempted to reveal the truth to us, because that's all we needed. The plant that we needed to be seen. That's all we needed to awaken and to get to a certain level. I'm not passing judgment on y'all. To brothers like Shaq and
Okay.
Barkley, to brothers like Shaq and
Oh
Barkley,
God.
listen. Y'all
Okay.
did what y'all had to do to survive. I'm not faulting y'all, but at the same time, know that I'm on a different team. Know that I represent something different, and the new paradigm that's being. It's not about me. I want Shaq and Barkley to know, and everybody who represents their paradigm to know that a new paradigm is being formed. So y'all could do what y'all got to do, and it was whatever. I don't have no problem against y'all, but something new is being formed, and a new world is being birthed. And like what, Kafunya, let me say this, Kafunya, because you're a queen, right? Kafunya,
Yes,
when a
I.
new when you give it when somebody's giving birth in the delivery, when a queen is giving birth in the delivery room, chaos happens. There's all types of chaos.
It is.
You know what happened? You know what? One of the things that happened in the delivery room when my queen was giving birth, my girl's mother, my lady's mother, was arguing with the doula. Like, there's
Ooh.
all types of shit that happens in the delivery room. So listen, we're birthing a new earth, right? So if we're
See,
birthing a new earth, shit's gonna happen. Arguments are gonna ensue. Listen, it's part. You're birthing something magnificent.
I
So I'm
know, I
thankful for
know.
that. And with that being said, Kafuji, talk to me. I'm glad to have you here. Talk to me, Queen.
Well,
Talk to me.
first and foremost, I want to give
Yes.
honors to you, Brother
Yeah.
Rich, and
Yes.
everything that you're bringing to the table. And you're definitely on point with everything that you're doing. That's why I always tune in. I'm always in the chat, stating my perspectives and how I feel about certain things. And I'm just happy that you're on your channel. And I give thanks to you for helping me out when I was on a Pacific channel and I had to do my broadcast. And you opened your door to me. So I want to just publicly thank you once again for that divine extension of your platform.
Indeed. Indeed. I,
Yes.
I want to get you on here some more.
Okay.
Talk to me about ice. Let me ask you this. Let me put you in the hot seat. Kafuji,
Put me in the
can I
hot
can
seat.
I put you in the
I'm a Leo. I can take it.
So Kafunya. So
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about. All right, so check this out, Kafunya. I'm talking about Melanin Gatekeepers that are dying out.
Oh boy.
One of the talking points of the Melanin Gatekeepers and what they're doing. Give me 1 second. Let me help my son.
Oh.
Babysit. One of the talking points with the black. Here you go. Serious. Here. Yeah, I'm working. Remember, you got to be quiet. One of the talking points with the black gatekeepers and
Mm-hmm.
what they're attempting to doing is that they are attempting to silence
Mm.
voices in our community that may be beneficial, maybe not. But I want that's what I got you here to ask your opinion. So MSNBC, I forgot the person's name, as it was a female. She told us we don't need to be listening to men like Tariq Nasheed. She said they are persuading us to not vote Democrat. They are persuading us to not to go against the agenda. And she said, and this is what I'm most interested in from your perspective, we need to stop vote. We need to stop listening to men like Kevin Samuels, even though he is deceased. The nigga's gone. He's not here no more. And she's like, stop listening to this nigga. I'm like, the nigga's dead. Like, goddamn, y'all hate him that much. So, Kafunya, to end the
Mm-hmm.
question, what do you think about people telling us to stop listening to certain black men because they are basically detrimental to our health as a black society?
Wow. Wow. That is a very key question in a society that we're living in right now that wants to dumb down uh, our population. And I feel that if you love yourself enough, you can separate the wheat from the chaff.
Mm, mm.
You can separate that situation. I'm doing a live. You can you can really either hurt your community or help your community if you are doing that within yourself. There are too many people that are giving their power away. I just don't understand that. I know the program is deep and wide, but I just don't understand, even with the whole these so-called agents, because I call them, all of them are agents. If they're not uplifting one another in terms of their community and just constantly doing, it's like they don't want to hear the truth of the matter. And because of the educational system, when people such as Kyrie and Kanye and Nick Cannon and all of them start talking about things, even our own people saying that guy is crazy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then on the other side, the Europeans who have not learned what our contributions are, or even they have learned what our contributions are, but try to suppress it. And anyone who has suppressed another people is really not going to teach them about them own self either.
Mm,
They're
mm.
not going to educate them. So
Yeah.
it's up to us to listen to these people, that resonate with us, that are speaking the truth, because you recognize truth by how you feel in your body system. It gives you off a
Mm.
frequency to say, wow, maybe I
Oh
should
yeah.
check that out. you
Kafu-
know and when they talk about the Hebrews, and listen, Aman, they look,
Yes.
Haile
Talk to
Selassie,
me. Talk to
okay?
me. Talk to me.
Haile Selassie
Yes, talk to me. Talk to me.
is from the Lion of Judah,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
The
Yes.
Lion of Judah.
Yes.
His bloodline is linked to King Solomon,
Mm-hmm.
okay? When they talk about Yahashua the Christ, all right, he is a Nazarite. He was so-called of the Jewish faith, because there's no quote unquote, you understand what I'm saying? It's a religious
Yes.
type
Not.
of entity.
I understand. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And everything comes from something else.
Yes.
And because I take my time and listen to our great leaders, such as the one who wrote before they came before Columbus. Uh, uh, there's so many names on the tip of my tongue, but you know who I'm talking about, Dr. Ben Yosef Yohanan. He's another one that even talked about the original people who are called Falashas that are from Ethiopia. So when people hear this stuff, they say, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You're crazy. You're this. You're that. You're da 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 da,
Right.
because of the educational system, and that's
Right.
on both so-called black, which black denotes no land base. I don't want to be labeled by a system who has downpressed our people in nations all over the world. You cannot name me. You cannot give me African American. You cannot give me black. You can't give me any of those things. I refuse it. I refuse it. And a question that came to me is, why are these people apologizing? Why? I don't understand. Brother Rich, I'm going to ask you a question. Why are they doing that? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, Queen. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
had to mute. I had to mute on by accident. I'm gonna
No,
tell you this, Queen.
I'm saying what? I mean,
Let me answer you.
who are these people?
Hey, Queen, let me answer this,
Okay,
and
yeah, I know.
let me hear your perspective. Let me
Yeah.
hear your perspective on what I have to say. All right.
Yes.
So the reason why they are apologizing, in my opinion, one of the reasons, of course, there's many reasons why you do what you do. A person does what they do, but imagine Cafunia. Imagine that you succeed at what you're doing. Say you know how you do the healing workshops at Nicholas or whatever. Imagine when you do what you do, right?
Yes.
And you become so successful, Cafunia, that you build the whole empire. Now it's Cafunia the empire. 200 people depend on you because you got an administrative, you got this, you got that, you got a sister, you got this, you got so many people. You pay your mama, you pay your cousin, you pay your brother, you pay your sister, you pay so many, you pay 200 people on your payroll based on your business. Now you decide to be extra pro black, and because you decide to be extra pro black, 200 people suffer. So when 200 people suffer, they're begging you, please, please just apologize, please. My livelihood depends on it. Now, it was pressure when it was just you, but now you feed 200 people.
I
What
get
are
it.
you going to do if you feed 200 people and they just want you to say 2 words, I'm sorry? A lot of people are going to fold. A lot of people. And I won't even call it folding, but a lot of people are going to say, I'm sorry. Now, what you think about the example I just gave you, Cafunia?
Well, nobody has apologized to all of the damages that were done to our people and the indigenous people
No,
around the
Cafunia, I'm not asking that.
world.
I'm asking you, what would you do personally if you was put in that situation?
Ooh.
You're supporting 200 people, literally. I'm
Oh
asking you,
man.
would you just be like, fuck it? Like, I'm sorry for my
Well, you know
language.
what?
I don't want people
I
to.
probably, if I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
take if I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that stand, it's okay. You know,
Yes, I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. If I'm gonna take that stand, I would probably have to have a backup plan for those
Mm,
200 people that are on my payroll. I
mm-hmm,
would have to have something in place if I'm gonna take a stand,
mm-hmm,
like have a trust fund for those 200 people. So if shit hit the fan,
mm-hmm,
they would be able to survive. That's what I
mm,
would do.
mm, mm,
I
mm,
would
mm,
do that. I would have
mm,
something in place because I know how I feel about certain things. You know what I mean? And
mm.
I always say in my posts and whatnot, the unveiling continues. It's
Yes.
everything is coming out.
Yes.
Whenever you see me make a post, one of my mantras is, and people who know me know that I say the unveiling continues.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
It continues. It's continuing and it's not going to stop until everything is set in the universe properly.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
how I feel about that. And I do understand those brothers who are in those key positions. But the funny thing, I don't see any of our divine feminine sisters who are on a very high platform speak out. I know Russell
Mm.
Simmons' daughter
His daughter.
did
Yeah,
a
you see
did
that,
a
right? You see that,
yeah,
right?
I saw that and I read that, and I'm very proud of her for doing that, because she's in a position that she can do something like that, because
before
again,
before before you, let me ask
yeah,
you this though. So
yeah.
why do you think you don't see divine feminine sisters speaking out on a public platform like that?
uh
Why do you think that?
mm, it could be fear.
Mm-hmm.
It could be fear. It could be the very thing that you said to me, that they might not, people may be depending on them,
Mm-hmm.
so therefore they're not going to jeopardize whatever they have going on with the staff and everything. But look at Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's a perfect example. Although he's not with us physically, he's still supporting a a number of people right now.
Right,
Still
right, right, right.
in the non-physical world, he's
Mm-hmm.
still doing his thing. So that's what I can offer to that. But however, all of the stuff that has been hidden
Mm-hmm.
shall be revealed
Mm-hmm.
to the babe and sucklings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is written.
Yes, yes.
And I just feel that we have to do better as a people. We have to love ourselves even more and more,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
We must do that, because sometimes I observe before I speak.
Mm-hmm.
I make an observation before I speak, and when I saw that you were coming on with Killmonger Amonger, I said I had to come and tune in and see what you have to say
we, you know,
about all of these things.
California. They tell us who our heroes is. They tell us who our leaders is. They tell us
Hmm.
when to be angry. They tell us when to be sad. They tell us everything. If we're happy and the police shooting happens, they tell us, nigga, be sad right now. Be sad because
Well,
I posted it. Because we posted it on our networks, nigga. Get rid of that happiness and be sad right now. So we
it's a
gotta follow
trigger.
suit. It's a trigger.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger. It's a trigger, and we just have to understand what the chess game is.
Yes.
Because like I was reading on Instagram, since Takeoff left the
Pass away.
planet,
Yeah. Yeah.
in an untimely way or
Yes.
timely way, I don't
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that he has so much more followers than he had before since he transitioned. Did you know that,
I didn't know, but I know now.
brother?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
did.
saw that. I saw that on Instagram, and negativity is, certain people feed off of that energy, brother Rich. They feed off our
Yeah.
emotions,
Yeah. It's crazy. It's
so
crazy.
we have to be careful,
Mm-hmm.
because every day people are leaving the planet, but they're not getting that same, they're not having a feeding frenzy. If an everyday person, God forbid something happens to them, they have to get to these top level people, what you call influencers, to in order to feed. But I firmly believe with all my heart and soul that time's up.
Mm. Mm.
Time's up. And I
Mm.
posted on Aquarius Maximus page, because she gave a rundown of Takeoff's cardiology. And
Mm-hmm.
I said that these rappers or artists or whatnot need to have these type of people on their staff, so they
Mm.
can know how to move. Because
Mm.
even heads of states, they have people such as numerologists, astrologists, and cardiologists to help them guide through, navigate through this world that we're living in. So I think that's a good part of what they should be doing moving forward. And not to go back what you used to be friggin' doing, because you have evolved. So what? Oh God, Brother Rich, I felt that for that brother and his family and everything, and anybody else, whether they're celebrities or not, when they leave the planet in an untimely way or timely way, evidently, people feed off of that energy, and it's not right. It's
Indeed.
not right. Yeah. So
Man,
I
yeah.
I I thank you for allowing me to speak. I wasn't ready for public when I came on, but Brother Rich, just keep up the great works that you're doing. And I love all of the people. I watch mostly every single, if I can't do it live, I watch them, rebroadcast. And you're
Hmm.
bringing knowledge to people. And you know what? Remember, it's only 1% of the powers that should not be are in control. Okay? So it doesn't
I
mean,
love how we're labeling them now. I love how we're labeling them now. I love that.
right,
I
right.
love
Because,
the powers that should not be or the
yeah,
powers that
I
can't
heard I
be.
heard that on your show.
Yeah, I love that, man. I swear I love that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we have to understand that once it reaches critical mass, that's when you're going to see the transformation. And I think people are getting tired of this two-party system,
Hmm. Yeah,
and
they are.
them
Yes.
sending all of this money over at other places when there's people right here
Hmm.
that need that support. And I'm not where. Tell me where the lie is.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me where Yee's lie is or was. Where
Mm.
where is it? Because what he did is he proved the very point. And
Yes.
in plain sight,
Yes. Plain sight.
they canceled him or whatever, but
Yeah.
listen, man, we just have to, what I post for the truth tellers, I let them know that I am putting a firewall of protection
Hmm.
around them, because it's
Hmm.
word, sound, and power. And what you think manifests as well. So we have to be careful how we speak.
Hmm.
We have to be careful how we think, those
Yes.
thoughts,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
those thoughts really create
Yes.
reality for real, for
Yes.
real. You know what
Indeed.
I'm saying? And
Yeah, indeed.
thank you for having David Icke on. Thank you for having uh, the Targaryen. What's his name? I said he's a real Targaryen. The brother who you met at Stone Mountain.
Oh, Elman. Elman.
Yes. When I
Brother.
saw him, I said, "Ooh, he's a real Targaryen."
Wow. Okay. Okay.
House of Dragons, y'all.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So give thanks once again. And Brother Rich, we'll talk again. I'll let you know some of the things that I'm working on right now. And thank you so much for your time
Hey,
and everything that you do. I
Kafuni,
have to
thank
give you a ashe.
yes. Kafuni, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. And
Yes, I.
especially today, and especially in this time and now where we're ushering a new paradigm, you're very important. Thank you so much, Kafunia. And
Ashe.
I look forward to having you on here again soon.
Okay, thank you, my brother. And to
All right.
all everyone in the chat, hit that like button, y'all. Hit
Yes.
that like button and send in those donations, okay?
All right. Peace,
Peace and
Queen.
love. Thank
Peace.
you.
Peace. Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. Oh man, shout out to the Queen Kafunia. She's absolutely amazing. We're gonna get to a few callers and then we're gonna get out of here. Uh this brother here. Shout out to the brother. I know you see yourself. What's going on, brother?
Peace, peace. What's going on? Grateful to be merging into
Yes.
reality today.
Yes, yes. What is listen, brother, you heard everything I've been talking about. What is on your mind? You been on here before, right? Have you been on here
Yeah,
before?
cool. Yup.
Talk to me. What's on your mind today, brother?
So what's really been on my mind is like, um, yeah, like when we going through this third dimensional reality, we do experience a lot of different things as far as what's going on in the media and different sports and things like that. But I really like to look at it in a smaller aspect, in a subatomic aspect, to look at it in a grand scale and see what's really going on. Because as we all been noticing, yeah, we've been seeing a lot of rappers transcend, right?
Yes,
But we
yes.
know that when energy never can be created or destroyed, only transfer, right? So as we seeing
Mm-hmm.
all this energy transfer and transcend, we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
start seeing people on that same level of popularity begin to arise, begin to awaken. You dig what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
um, it's really beautiful to see how dualism and the law of correspondence really permeates throughout everything, and that also really goes to show that um like right now, as we are shifting, as we are awakening and things like that, we do need to be coming together. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical come together, because we all energy. You dig what I'm saying? They really made it easy for us to connect by giving us all these different technological devices and things like that. Because as I stated when I came onto this live, I said I'm grateful to be able to be merging with your reality today. Literally, each and every one of us is a walking cosmos, a walking omniverse. You dig what I'm saying? Like everything that you literally see outside of you exists inside of you. You literally have a aura, a Taurus field, just like Kai does, just like Earth does. So when you literally meet different people in different states of consciousness and different thought forms and thought patterns, and if they're vibrating higher or lower, things like that, you literally merge with their reality. So as you're meeting like-minded people, we will literally begin to raise the collective consciousness, right? So that also goes to show that you literally permeate or vibrate your reality into this existence through this crystalline soul that you have. So I just want to tell everybody it's imperative for y'all also to be making a connection, so we can continue to shift. You dig what I'm saying? Especially the divine feminine, because uh we are in the rise of the matriarchy. And like I said, I love to really sit back and observe and see it all on all different spectrums. Like you see even the divine, you even see feminine, the feminine really rising everywhere, whether it be in rap, whether it be in on TikTok or whatever the case may be. So in order for them to really get pushed to get their content out or get their word out, or just for this divine matriarchal voice to be heard, we have to, as divine feminine, be speaking that unto them. There's been plenty of amounts of times where I came across a divine feminine and I was just seeing something and I'm like, no, you need to get them videos out. You need to speak. You be talking to your friends, but there's more people out here who are really listening to what you have to say. So really start, if you see something in the divine feminine, or if you see some power in her, or whatever, speak more power into her, because that's what we need. That's why we are chaos beings. We're non-etheric beings. We need stress. We need things thrown at us in order for us to really shake back and evolve, because we're piezo beings. You dig what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why all this controversy is going on. Because if it wasn't going on, how would we evolve? We need we need to go through stress. You
You
dig what
need
I'm
to go through stress. You hold on, hold on,
saying?
hold on. Hold on, brother. We need to go through stress, you saying?
Yes, we need to go through stress because we're piezoelectric beings. If you don't know what a piezoelectric crystal is, or what piezoelectric energy is, it's energy that is being generated based off of how much pressure is being put on something. So that's why you see people who blow up in this industry and become celebrities. They have these hard, down, dirty, low stories. That's because they've been going through all this stress and they persevered. They didn't fold. They didn't break. You dig what I'm saying? They rose through the crack. So as y'all continue on y'all experience and things like that, yes, as we continue to shift, there will be days where y'all just feel like y'all stagnant, y'all don't want to move, y'all just stuck in y'all root chakra. It's okay. Stay stagnant and feed that lower nature of yourself, because that is necessary too. When people get on this journey, they think it's just all high vibratory, crown chakra, spiritual.
Yes.
No, you have to go to the underworld just as much as you go to the higher heavens, the higher forms of consciousness and things like that. So you have to sit there in those stagnant states and feed your lower self, tend to your lower chakras and things like that. Because with that solid foundation, it will allow you to go even higher. Because
Oh man, I think. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you right now, brother. Can
my
you hear
face
me?
on the camera, that's silly.
Brother, can you hear me? Brother,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you froze for a second, but you was on fire. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
All right, conclude what you were saying, brother, because you was on fire, and I want the people to know your conclusion about what you were saying.
So what I'm saying is, um, just be very, very observant and take in everything that is going on. You dig what I'm saying? Because you are a literal channel for source energy. That's all these
Yes,
avatars is, to
yes,
allow these souls to be channeled into this existence to experience, right?
yes,
So
sir.
that's why I say observe everything, take in everything, soak in everything, because that's what a God constantly do, no matter what energy, shape, form it takes, because you have to become this master alchemist in order for you to be a chaos being to create and destroy. So observe and take all of this in. Some days you want to get your highest chakra work in, do that, but make sure don't leave your ego hanging too. Even though your ego need, you know what I'm saying, be in your ears sometimes, your ego need to be fed too, so you can have a relationship with it, so that it doesn't try to govern you, right? So
Mm,
be able to really observe everything in an omniscient, ubiquitous viewpoint instead of a dualistic side and trying to combat which side is better than which side. You dig what I'm
mm,
saying? Look at it in a grand scale and see how you can grow from it. See what you can incorporate from it in both aspects within your journey, so you can help other people evolve in the scene as well.
man. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. I
Most gra-
really do, man.
and definitely, man.
But what
I,
you trying to do? What you trying to do with yourself, brother? What you trying to do with yourself? Let me. What are you trying to do exactly, man? What do you want to do? What's your
so
purpose? Because you know I'm gonna ask this because my question to the callers calling in later is what is their purpose? What is your purpose, brother?
Okay, so as I began my journey and things like that, I started in the Bible, but stuff really wasn't clicking for me. So
Mm,
as I began to excel and things like that, when I was in the Bible, I really was in a mind state just because I was listening to people around me to not look at astrology, because I'm thinking in my head, how is something up in the stars gonna know about me when I ain't never even met a star? I was just in a box.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
then came to this day where I actually began to look at my birth chart, do my numerology reading, and it
Mm,
completely blew my mind, because it was literally so accurate and lining up to the points to where it will start my for me to realize what my purpose is and things like that. And what really made it interesting to me was my life path number. My life path number is a 7, and that's a
mm,
person who just
mm,
deals with a bunch of arcane, ancient information. They're tapped into this Akashic wisdom and things like that, and they are a spiritual teacher. They live a life of a mystic and a shaman and things like that. And what iced the cake was, one day I was walking my dog and I seen this car ride past. Mind you, I see angel numbers, but
mm,
I never seen this angel number 4 times before. I normally see 3 sevens, but never 4. So it struck my
mm,
interest. When I looked that up, it assimilated with my life path number. So it just blew my mind. So as I just began to continue my spiritual work, it was revealed to me that I'm literally supposed to be a spiritual teacher, and not just a normal spiritual teacher where I'm just talking about a certain type of this or a certain type of that. No, one that is looking at it from a middle path viewpoint that can peer on different sides of the spectrum, whether it be the left-handed path or the right-handed path, whether it be the top or the bottom, an omniscient viewpoint. So really what I do is just help people to go through their own reality with that omniscient viewpoint, instead of a viewpoint that somebody from somebody that just keep them on a one track. No, you can be on all tracks when you're in your reality, but you just have to be able to realize that, and that's what I'm here for.
mm. Man, brother, I appreciate you always tuning into the channel and let the people know your contact information before you get out of here, brother.
And definitely much gratitude. So on TikTok is Ak Khalil on the screen. My YouTube is Ak Khalil, same as on the screen. Patreon is Ak Khalil, same as on the screen. My Instagram is Ak Khalil, but AHKKALEL. Also, I did drop a quick little spiritual ebook. Just really gave a conglomeration of everything that I really be talking about in my TikTok videos to just help you tap into this knowledge and power that exists, to tap into how to fast and become plant-based, and really tap into shadow work, because people don't really know what that is. So I just put a spell of different things channeled from source into ebook, so y'all can heal and have a base foundation on where to start. And I also do offer consultations, not consultations, consultation, where we consult with your soul.
Hey, also, brother, send me another email.
I got you.
So I could check you out because I get so many emails. It's just like you know what I'm saying.
I
Send
got
me another email, and because I want to check you out, and I want to get you on the channel. So
I
send
got
me another email, all right, brother?
I got you, brother. Much gratitude, love, and appreciation to everyone in the chat. I want y'all to keep focusing on yourself, keep going within thyself, and keep evolving. Be better than you was yesterday, every single day.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
All right, man. That brother's powerful. I like that brother's energy, and I'm gonna have him on here in the future. So shout out to that brother right there. Let's get to the next caller. All right. Peace, peace. King Ladine. King Ladine, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Talk to me. What's going on? What's on
Okay.
your mind?
What up? What up? What up, man? It's King Ladine. King
Eh,
Ladine.
King
Last
Ladine.
time, you remember
Ladine. Yeah. King Ladine.
the
What's up,
whole
brother?
reason behind that shit, the Latin derivative of the so-called spell language and all this shit, and it
Yeah.
just so happened
Yeah.
that my sister name is Danae. So whatever the hell. So
Yeah.
I took a little bit of notes. You get what I'm saying? For the past speakers and everything, and just to hurry up and get up. Even with the last speaker, the brother, that is a powerful brother. You know what I mean? As well as a lot of speakers. Um, and that's the new of what your form of celebrity as a people or whatever we are together as a conglomerate, as a community, as a unity. That's your next celebrity right there in so many words. A person that's in a stage of teaching and willing to even give them or give somebody information off their research from the stage that they're in, basically teaching. You get what I'm saying? But it's a possibility that we are experiencing the rise of that. You get what I'm saying? And as well as different genres. Last time I spoke with you, I was standing strict on mythology, and I showed the photo of Elegba and showed the photo of my grandfather and everything. I also sent the Gmail to you of my father and basically another photo of my father in the past life. And I will try to hurry up and resend that so you can basically understand where I'm coming from and the magic of everything as far as the metaphysics of everything. But just to hurry up and take these, the notes that I took, and also to stay on the topic of the Black elite or what the Melanin Gatekeepers. You get what I'm saying? It's a time, the time we in right now, it's a possibility that we are living in something that we are living in something we are finna get revealed. It's a possibility we are about to get revealed something for as the majority of us. And it's a obstacle and a hurdle that a lot of us have a problem of understanding that it's a Black elite or somebody that look like me and you that's really running the world. You get what I'm saying? And it's a purpose for that, but that's another thing. You get what I'm saying? Far as dealing with the Black elite, we really do run everything on this on this plane. Is it a possibility that we will put somebody in place to have you aiming at them and we really running this? You get what I'm saying? We really running this. Is no way for us to even be able to even with the stories captured all of this, whatever the case may be, how do they even come up with this? Are they that smart? It have to be somebody else or had to been somebody else that looked like me and you in the play or in a position to hold us the hell back. It's a possibility. The other brother also talked on genealogy. Even if you was to look up genealogy, even on the celebrities that run the world, quote unquote, run the world that you even able to see on television, is it a possibility? And then to hurry up and jump on, another speaker spoke on how the sister spoke on how the so-called oppressor is working with magic to understand and see what's going on so they can maneuver, and how somebody that's a celebrity or a rapper should have a spiritual being on their side. You get what I'm saying? It basically coincides with that as well. So the only people doing the magic is or not doing the magic and not taking advantage of this will have to be us, in so many words. The genealogy, it's a possibility that they even know your genealogy or would let a person rise. I don't care who you can think of as a celebrity. If now we're knowing or understanding that we was taught the wrong thing through school, through college, all of this, or you don't need this, all of this, right? Is it a possibility that these people let people rise just off of the epigenetics and the genetics of a being that looked like me and you? Is it a possibility that every celebrity have a Ghanaian, Ethiopian, Eritrean, Nigerian bloodline and they are allowed to be on television? These are really contracts that's above us and past us that's what's taking place. So they will know how to control us. We done heard this through many years. Is no way. We done heard this through many years. And even in the urban community and in real time right now, you got some shit talking about some snitch stuff. The snitch form is the same form of that. Somebody giving up somebody of yo, is no way they can know every nook and cranny without nobody speaking. So I have to be a gatekeeper that look like us. Not just one, not just two. All this have to be ran by us. And it's a time like the most craziest thing, but I'm really trying to also stay on the records. Good. You also have something called the hedgehog gene. The hedgehog gene. You also have Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Deborah Blair, Phil Valentine also speak on this. You get what I'm saying? Then you also have like all our leaders have a certain bloodline that us on Turtle Island do not have. We a gumbo pot. Yes, we a gumbo pot. But why is it a certain aspect? But it's just, but I'm not really even trying to stay on that. I'm trying to get us on our magic and the time we really living in. You get what I'm saying? And what's so crazy, Brother Rich, is that even when I spoke to you last time, I probably had like 50-some subscribers. Now I'm up to 108. You get what I'm saying? And also helped like 60 people. I'm probably going a little, but I also helped assisted a few people through the channel and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? Any information, but the Black Elite, you get what I'm saying? This the time and space where it's the people who believe and put this energy out. This it's a frequency vibration. There's some real magic going on. All that have to stop. Yeah. Because if you don't have a job, Job or he can't get with me. You even heard this ever since you love Job, all this stuff, all this college, everything. The truth is that everybody want to be this European, far as on this low level shit. You get what I'm saying? Everybody want to be that. You aiming for that in so many words. But hey, I'm trying to hurry up and jump off topic. The heart, the innocence, the understanding, your mythology, understanding language is also music. So if you can respect somebody speaking, it's just like a damn song. You can play A&R and listen to this music, listen to everybody speaking, respect that. You get what I'm saying? And learn something. Right, but it's also is a time to where we are understanding that it is people that look like me and you that's holding us back, that have the spiritual power, that have the melanin, that have the access to be able to do this. The next step is literally up to you. Because we can go all day. They allowing you to be in the gray area right now. All the
Listen,
ancestors,
brother.
all the
Listen,
scholars spoke
listen,
on this.
listen,
Yes,
brother.
sir. My
Listen.
bad. My bad.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
listen. Yeah, I got it. Because I'm gonna wrap it up in about 15 minutes. But
Yes,
man,
sir.
I enjoy listening to you. So I'm being a fan and I'm listening to you. But I gotta wrap it up
Yes,
at the
sir.
same
Yes,
time.
sir. I can go
So,
on. I can be
oh yeah,
rambling. Go ahead, bro.
let the
My
people
bad.
let the people know how can they contact you, my brother.
Yes, so yes, sir. King Laudonay on here. The
Same.
company Financial Fanatic on everything else. Financial Fanatic on everything else. Fanatic Occult, Fanatic Occult, Financial Fanatic, or King Laudonay on everything. You should find me. Peace and love, and all love to you, bro. Give the young king, young God Osiris, all love, bro. And peace and love to everybody. And do the work. Do the work.
Indeed. Thank you so much, my brother. All right, peace to my brother right there. King Cladane. Keep peace to my brother right there. Let's get to the next Nispo.
Peace.
How do I
Love,
say your
light,
name?
and darkness to all. I know darkness is always seen as evil, but it is infinite, and I just felt like I needed to say that first and foremost. But
Oh yes, so much. Yes, please. What's your name, Queen? And what you want?
I go by Goddess Nefer Soul, but I have my brand name as NISPO because it's an acronym for knowledge is power. Because knowledge is power, and I feel like we should always lead with knowledge because that's what we are going through as we are going into the Aquarian age. So I do want to piggyback a little bit off of what you were talking about with this paradigm shift that is happening.
Talk to me. What you want to talk about? Talk to me. Please.
So before we really got into this eclipse energy, I feel like we've been getting hit with a lot of solar flares, a lot of energy from the ethers. A lot of stargates have been opening to the point where I'm an energy helper. I help free people and stuff like that. And consistently over and over and over again, so many people are saying how their abilities are heightening. Like people who are not even spiritual or tapped into anything, they're telling me that they're seeing spirits, they're hearing spirits, like they're having vivid dreams, they're having premonitions, their dreams are coming to life, and they're seeing certain things come to life. And a lot of this is happening because of this switch into this paradigm, into the awakening age, where we're not here to play games no more. Like the sun is activating us, and this is why it's so crucial and important for us to go outside and get these downloads, because this shift is speeding up. And this is also why people like Kyrie and Kanye is also stepping out of this box that we have all been in for a long time, especially on a celebrity level, where a lot of people have been silenced for a very long time. Now it's to the point where people don't care because that energy and that fuel is coming through, that energy raw is coming through, that our ancestors have been coming through these portals heavy, deeper as we get into this winter season as well. Because this eclipse season is not coming to play. There's so much karmic balancing that is happening that is really pushing people to heal. And one thing that people don't understand is the more you heal, the more you make room for your DNA to activate, for that knowledge to awaken, for that third strand to awaken, for that melanin to activate, so that you could really start stepping into your power. Because the more that you lighten your vehicle, which is your body, the more that your Merkaba can travel the ethers when you go to sleep, the more that you can obtain knowledge and you can activate the knowledge that's already within you. So this is why all of these things are transpiring right now, because this eclipse season, like I said, is not coming to play. It's really awakening so many people and pushing people to remember who they are, remember why they are here. So this is why, on top of that, a lot of people are dealing with karmic relationships, dealing with karmic balancing, where you're not just doing things for yourself, but you're doing it for your generation. You're doing it for your grandparents, your great-grandparents. And this is why, again, we're coming to this point where people are just like, I don't even care no more. Like, the truth is everything. And that's what the universe has been pushing very, very heavily as well. People need to start stepping into their truth, speaking their truth, no matter what repercussions come with that, because how else are we supposed to come together? How else are we supposed to help one another and heal and really step into this golden era that is coming unless we become back to our original state of being, which is infinite?
Man, I love your message so much. I love your message so much, Queen. Oh my God, I love your message so much. I feel as though it's what we need to hear at this time. And I feel as though, like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, we have been taught who our leaders should be. And I feel as though we have taught who the villains are, who the heroes are. And we have this perception that was totally based on the media. And the media totally doesn't have our interests at heart. So hearing what you say, it's just a breath of fresh air. Is there anything you give to people that they could follow you or contact you? Anything you want to give to people? Any social
Yes.
media handle?
Yes, thank you very much. And before I even get into that, I just want to thank you, Brother Rich, for always holding space for us, because so many people are coming into this awakening state. So people like you are really holding that space for people to find the information, to find the elders, and to find their way through this divine path that we all coming into. So much gratitude and appreciation to you, first and foremost. As far as getting in contact with me on all social media platforms, I am under Nefer Soul, NEFERSOUL. And if you want to book anything with me, the name that I have on the bar, my website is that.info.info. And I am also hosting a spiritual retreat because I also want to start bringing people together, helping people heal, and redirect people back to themselves.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on the broadcast, my sister.
Thank you for having me.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, I have so many great guests tonight. I'm so thankful for all the guests I have tonight. Oh boy. Oh boy. I put the yeah, I'm so thankful for all the guests I have on this show that I just, I speak my mind and hey, what's up? I speak my mind and y'all listen and y'all give y'all opinions. So many great people call in and give their opinions as well. And I'm thankful. Let's get to the next. We're gonna get to a few more people who are live. Let's get to the next one. Yako Star Messenger. Oh man. What's going on? Can you hear me, my brother? Can you hear me? You're on mute right now. You're on mute right now. You're on mute right now.
Typical.
You're off mute.
Yeah.
You're off mute. What's going on, brother?
I'm cool, brother. First of all, man, I just want to appreciate you for everything that you're doing for our people.
Indeed.
Bro, so I'm gonna just get right to it.
Yes.
We need to start talking about solutions.
Okay.
And I say this with all my humble self, my humble opinion. We're going through a time right now where some things are going to happen to our people. We're going to get persecuted. It's happening right now, right in front of us. This public mention that's going on with Kanye and Kyrie.
Yes.
So what are we going to do moving forward? And I'm going to be real brief with y'all. My family has had, like we talk about this age that we're moving into, right? My family has had a lot of spiritual visitations. And like we're the type of family that will sit in a circle and we'll like talk about the things that's happened, with our ancestors. And my grandfather is someone who actually like comes back and visits us, and he tells us certain things. I can get more into that later, different day. But I want to share my experience that I had. It was December 19th, 2009, and I'm about to move to Miami, so I'm at my desk. I've got my laptop in my lap. I'm on the couch, and I'm doing some numbers on my move to Miami. And all of a sudden I look up, and about 25 feet away, I see this just translucent ball of energy, and it starts gliding towards me. And as soon as that happened, bro, I didn't have any control of my body. I was like kind of like stuck, but I didn't feel in fear. I just remember just having this calm about it, but just not being able to move. I was just kind of just focusing on this energy, and it actually came and it sat right next to me. Mind you, I had 3 other guys in the room with me. They were playing 2K10, but they were about 7 feet away from me. So the energy sits beside me, and all of a sudden, as it sat beside me, I just had this feeling of like, I started crying, not like a boohoo or anything like that, but I started shedding tears, and it was my grandfather, and he sat right next to me, the tears coming down my eyes. This energetic being takes his hand, and it was on this side, so he wipes my tear away, to the point where I could feel the tear dry on my cheek.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
So he then begins to speak with me telepathically,
Yes.
right? And when he spoke telepathically, it wasn't like it wasn't loud, it wasn't boisterous. It was so calm but so strong, and you know what I mean? Like it was a part of my soul. And okay, so let me go back to the point where he wiped my tear away. Like I didn't feel flesh. I felt like this kind of like this warmth energy, but it felt like what it would feel like if your mom or your dad, you know what I mean? Like when you're crying, you don't really feel it, but you can feel the love behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt. It was such a powerful love that I was just like, I'm in this state of like I couldn't make eye contact. I was just kind of looking straight ahead, like I'm looking at my computer screen. Like if anyone was to see me, they would think I'm looking at my computer screen. And so it was just that part was just crazy to me. So he then begins to speak and telepathically, and he says, "I know that the family has gone through a difficult time, but things are about to change." And I'm going to get into kind of like my interpretation of all this, later. But I just want to give you what he told
Brother,
me.
I need you to give me a quick synopsis because we have to get to
I'm
other people. So you can't, you know what I mean? Like you got to sum it up fast. You've been on here for, yeah.
So he says, "I know the family went through a tough time, but things are about to change." He says, "We're not from here, but we're from the stars." He said, "We're messengers to tell how good God's love is." He then goes on to say, "God is everything." And then the next thing that he says, where like he starts to control my body, he directs me to the clock on the cable box, and he says,
Right.
"Look to the numbers as a sign of God." And when I looked to the numbers, the clock read 4:44.
Yes. Oh, Blooper will go crazy over that.
He's gonna go crazy over this.
Blooper will go crazy. Yo, I told you.
So
man,
the next thing he says was, he directs my attention to the 3 brothers that are in the room, and he's like my best friends.
Yes.
He says, "These are your brothers. Treat them with love." And then he shares something with me that is between me and my mom about my passion and my future. So I'm not going to share that with anybody. I'll share it with people once it actually happens. But once he said it, as he said it, he was getting up out of his seat, and the way that where he appeared, he glid to that exact same spot, and he left. So after that, man, I run out, like I didn't run outside, but I walk past my friends. I go outside, and it's dark, it's raining. I look up in the sky, and I just tell the Creator, thank you for the experience. And so now you talk about what's your mission, what's your purpose. I've been denying this purpose since 2019, and that's why I've been trying to get in contact with people to share this story. This is actually the first time I'm ever sharing an audience, because people think you're crazy these days, man. But when we talk about just moving into this next shift, I think we need to start, talking about the creator's love more and asking as a collective, what's next? We need to intervene because the powers that we have, there's a lot of nuclear weapons. There's a lot of, things that they're putting in the air, things that they're putting in our and we're going to need spiritual intervening from higher power in order to defeat what we're doing. So we got to come together and do. That's just my opinion.
Indeed, man, brother. I want to thank you for calling, man. It's just a magnificent story. We all listen to attentively, hearing you talk, and leave your contact information for the people who want to reach out to you.
So I'm on Instagram at Heart Soul Might. I don't have a lot of followers because I'm a basketball player. I played pro basketball for last 13 years, so I've traveled the world, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm able to share this now, because I've been to over 25 countries, and I've been able to see the state of our people in all 25 countries. And we're in a people all over the world. And it's crazy because they always lose the Black Americans to get their identity. But we're declining, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Puff Daddies, the entertainment system, like they look at me and they're like, yeah, y'all on some other shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have culture. Our culture is genocide. You know what I'm saying? And making ourselves look stupid. But what we're going through now is we're getting our education back. You know what I mean? It's this solar education that we get from the Most High, and this is, in my opinion, this is where it's going to lead. We're not going to go back to, the buffoonery and the jucking and jiving anymore.
Man, so I'm so appreciative for you calling in, my brother. I want you to take care of yourself, and we're gonna keep going, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm gonna talk to you soon, my brother.
Bless, family.
Yes, sir. Hey, family, man. I want to thank you for, listening to that brother. This is beautiful what we got going on tonight. We got so many callers and so many listeners speaking. And let's get to the next person. Let's get to Seven Circles. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm surprised you picked me. Thank you so much.
Hey, don't be surprised. What's going on? Talk to me.
First and foremost, I want to give you your roses while you're still here. Incredible information. I've been subscribed to your channel for at least 3 or 4 years now. My sister put me onto it. What you're doing, man, you have some really good karma coming for you. And and I know you're receiving it right now. Your name is Rich, right? Richard. But Rich is an acronym for realizing I create heaven, whereas poor is an acronym for passing over opportunity repeatedly. So you're creating your own heaven. So I just want to say thank you for what you're doing, because you're really helping people out. So I want to talk about two things, and I'll make it kind of quick. Number one is that the main issue that I see is that we live in something called a realm. And realm, the way that I spell it, REALMMM, these are the 7 structures that are hypnotizing everybody. It's the R for religion, E for educational, A for agriculture, L for law, M for media, M for monetary, and M for medical. So those 7 structures, which spells realm, but with 3 M's instead of 1, that's where the main issue is. People are hypnotized by these structures. So I was lucky enough to be born at home. My dad delivered all of us, the 7 of us. My mom homeschooled all of us. She's a teacher. We were raised without a religion. I was raised in Queens, New York, and then I lived in Atlanta, and I'm in California. But I had a completely different lifestyle, no religion or anything like that. So my mind wasn't put into the system at a young age. So I really had an advantage. So I see things from a different perspective. So I lived in the hood, to the woods, lived around all different types of people, dropped out of high school, and I graduated college. And what I realized is that we are born in the system, and by the time we get to the age of 7, like Bruce Lipton said, Give me a child to the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. We become hypnotized into the system. So once again, it's called realm, REALMMM, right? And religion, educational, agriculture, law, media, monetary, and medical. These 7 structures are hypnotizing us. But we need to remember something, and shout out to Tony B. Conscious, because he makes these hats. And this is Know Thyself. And so we need, the main thing that we need to do is we need to know ourselves, because we're the powerful time in history, and we see everything that's going on. We see the symptoms, not just with Kanye and Kyrie. And by the way, both of those people are master number 11s. Kanye's a 3811 and Kyrie is a 2911. So powerful energy, powerful Gemini, powerful Aries energy. So what we need to do is we need to know ourselves. So I've been practicing yoga now for 11 years. I'm a yoga instructor. And yoga is really a science. You're really a scientist. And so people think that yoga is just the physical posture, but yoga is really 8 aspects of it. You got namas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. There's 8 different limbs to yoga. So think about Gandhi, and how the heck did Gandhi get these British people out of India, right? How did he do that? He was doing fasting. He had people laying in the streets. It was a spiritual movement. And a lot of times people say that they are spiritual, and I think that everything is spiritual. But once we really get to know ourselves, that's when we can actually truly make a change. That's when we can truly make a change. So I don't know if I'm still here, because Rich, can you see me?
No, I see you, brother. Go ahead. You dropping it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I had the opportunity to study under a lot of people. You probably heard of the guy Elitam Elamine, the breatharian. I interviewed him on my channel, and he hasn't eaten for 2 years. I interviewed another guy on my channel.
I'm sorry. No.
Okay, I interviewed another guy on my channel by the name of Master Wayne. He has effectively harnessed the power of moving objects with his mind. And he done it on my channel. The videos are on my channel. What I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying these things is because we have been lied to, and we have been told that we are just mere human beings. And we have identified our thought frequency with the system of the realm. If the school system tells you that something, that it is impossible to levitate, and then all of a sudden we go, oh, it's impossible to levitate. But then if the new system says, okay, levitation is now possible, then everybody goes, oh yeah, it's now possible. It's kind of like that whole master thing. Oh, master, we sick. Oh yeah, we sick, master. See, so the realm system's got everybody hypnotized. I'm telling you guys, once we get to know ourselves, we can make a radical change, and it's happening right now. So there's so much that I want to say. I know I don't have a lot of time. A couple small things that I definitely can say is, I know you had the guy on here who was doing Qigong. Forgive me at this moment because I forget his name.
Wayne Chandler.
Yes, Wayne Chandler. Shout out to Wayne Chandler. Extraordinary gentleman. Start with something simple as tree poles and take your shoes off. I mean, I'm in Oakland right now, and I know a fellow that lost 2 people being shot. His mom died, and then his other family member got really, really sick, and he was about to lose it. Right, really, really down to earth fella. What he did was he went to Chinatown, and he started to see this guy who was practicing Qigong. He practiced it for 6 months, and without even trying anything, his whole entire life changed around. And I wanted to interview him on my channel, but he was too shy. I mean, once we get to know who we truly are, and the only way you can do that is by action, then that's when things begin to change. One last thing, Rich, and I hope that I'm okay for asking this, but I wanted to know if you would do me the honors of letting me interview you. It's been a dream of mine for a while, and just blessing me with your presence on my channel. I put up a lot of your videos on my TikTok, by the way, like they go viral. A lot of your clips. Yeah.
Dope. Hey, email me, my brother. richardmerritt@yahoo.com. I don't know if you got my email, but email me. I get so many emails, they just go by my mind, but just pay. This is the brother from YouTube. Put something that stands out to let me know that you're who you are, and
No dice though. I put the no dice
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Put that, put that, and I'll recognize it. But just email me Rich in Merit, RICHINMERIT @yahoo.com, and you can rewind this video. If you're really serious about it, and email
Absolutely.
me, and I'll hit you up. We'll set something up.
I definitely appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate, again, I have to stress it, man. I don't think, and maybe you do, but what you're really doing, man, you are planting so many seeds, man. This is how we make a change, by the action. This is how we do it, people. This is how we do it. I used to be afraid to talk on social media. I mean, I was completely afraid, right? Like, they try to put me under the ground. I've been home. If you guys knew what happened to me and knew my story, but once you actually do the action, and like right now, I own a commercial cleaning company, right? 5 years ago, I was homeless. I own a commercial cleaning company now. I'm doing really, really well, and I'm doing social media. So I just want to say, like, thank you for what you're doing. It's powerful. Anybody who wants to follow me on YouTube, 7 Circles. You can spell it the way that it's said, and then follow me on TikTok. Type in 7 Circles as well too. I think I have like 75,000 followers or something. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Spotify, a lot of different platforms. But my purpose is to raise the frequency, and my purpose is to inspire people to reach their higher self, right? Because the minute that we can realize who we are instead of being dwelled in our lower selves, we're going to make a change. And the way that we do that is by changing our insides. I know this to be true. I used to hate yoga. I used to think that yoga was only for like gay people and women. I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not. But it changed me. It changed me big time.
Brother, man, get your ass out of here, man. You funny like a motherfucker, man. Yo, man, I want the people to follow you. You funny like a motherfucker, man. You listen, I appreciate you for calling in. I really do.
Thank you, Rich.
You keep doing what you're doing, my brother, and I look forward to talking to you soon, all right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Peace, my brother.
Take care.
Family, man, make sure you support the brother and what he got going on. The brother, a good brother. And check out his stuff. Make sure you check out his stuff. Definitely make sure you check out his stuff. I got a good audience who follows my work and who listens to my work, and check them out. And when you check them out, use your discretion, but make sure you check them out. We got a great family here. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Y'all said mad faded smack. Y'all talking shit about me. we doing what we gotta do. Shout out to the family. Let's get to the next caller. Jamel Adris Love. Woo!
Oh, man, Rich, what's going on?
What's going on, brother? Talk to me. What's on your mind, my brother?
Oh man, so much, man. But I'm gonna try to drill it in.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, you know what? I'll just tell you. I was at the gas station the other day. I'll tell you about 2 stories going to the gas station. I pulled up and I'm in like a middle class area, mostly non-blacks and maybe a few blacks, right? But I pull up and 2 other black people pull up. Another black dude pulls up, and I don't know why. I realized it, and this must happen all the time. I got a little tense, and then another black guy pulled up. Now there's Mexicans, there's white people, there's the place. It wasn't like nobody was there, but when the brothers pulled up, I kind of tensed up, and I'm like on my P's and Q's.
Yes.
And I said to myself, like, damn, that's some shit. Like, really, I should feel safer because I see my people.
Yeah.
And it was just something that just threw me off guard just to think that way. I said, it's really an easy switch, though, because at that moment, I'm like, you know what? I am glad these brothers are here, because who knows, Karen could say I did some shit I didn't do, or anything could go down where I may need my people to stand behind me like only my people will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's really less likely that these guys going to rob me or something's going to go down, but automatically you get on that defensive, if you've lived a certain way. So
yeah,
that was just something that came over me, like, this beef culture that we have, and that we run against each other is really terrible, but it comes from a place. And I really I want the chance to kind of explain it because I understand it. I wouldn't explain it right now. I won't even say I understand it, but I'm a perspective of it. When you talk about people's, I have perspective on it. You talk about people's purpose. I was born a middle child of 5 children, and I was always that mediator. Like the older kids are saying this, the younger kids are saying this, or the boys are saying this, the girls are saying this. And I was always in the middle where I understood both points of view. And a lot of times they were saying the same thing if they would just stop and just fucking listen. Excuse me.
No, talk, brother, talk.
So,
sorry, brother, go ahead.
And I think that's probably one of my purposes is to mediate some place where the people just aren't communicating or understanding each other. There's so much, like a lot of times everybody's right and everybody's wrong at the same time. You know what I mean? Yes. And it is what it is, man. But there was a lot I could say here, man. I was always been a dream to just be on your show, man. You have people in numerology and other guests that I think helped me figure out a lot of things that go on in my life, man. One idea I would like to do, I would like to give to you, or like I watch you and I watch Billy Carson, and a lot of people have these stories, these coincidences, these crazy things that happen in their life that don't make sense, and they want to tell the world about. And we need to find out about those people. What is it? Is it their birthdays? Is it something in numerology? Is it something? But there's a lot of things that happen in my life that really don't make sense. Just one example is my driver's license that I had since I was 17. My only child was born when I was 25. My driver's license is the first 6 digits is her birthday, and the last 6 digits are the day her mother died, just in 2018. So my daughter's born in 2003. But there's so much to it, man. That's just a small thing, something I could show you. Everything else, you just have to listen to my word. You know what I mean? Because it don't make sense. But that was just a couple things that was on my mind, man. I appreciate you having me on the show, man. And I'm a big fan. I got up on you through Billy Carson one day. He was on the show saying he was on your show with a few other panelists. Everybody had different opinions, but no one talked over each other. Everybody agreed. Not everybody agreed, but everyone was respectful.
Yes.
And I said, let me see what he's talking about. And then I've been watching you ever since, man. So I'm kind of new to the channel, but I really appreciate what you do, man. So that's it. Shout out from the D, man. What up, though?
Hey, man, listen, man. What's your name? What's your first name? Jamel, man. Yo, I love so much that you called in today, brother. Listen, that show you talking about, it was called Black Extraterrestrials, and yes, everybody was extremely mature. It was Billy Carson, Rod Hayes, Phil Valentine, and a brother named what's the brother name? Not Yaki. I forgot the other brother's name, but it was an amazing show, and the brothers showed out, and they all presented the information, and it was amazing. But listen, you come from your heart chakra, brother. I love the frequency. I love your tone. I love what the space you come from, brother. And I want you to know I recognize where you come from, and keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. And it's a journey, and we gotta appreciate this journey. And listen, in terms of the knowledge and the information, just understand that, and this is something I'm still talking to myself about. It's you're never gonna know it all. You're never gonna know it all. You're just never gonna know it all, and you gotta accept that. You're never gonna know 50% of it. We want to understand history, and we listen to these people, as smart or as brilliant as they are. They don't even know 70% of the history. We are like yeah, it is what it is. And listen, man, keep going, be diligent, be comfortable with knowing and not knowing at the same time. And that's a direct contradiction, but that's the state that we are in as spiritual beings. So I want to thank you for tuning in, my brother.
That's what's up. You said knowing, not knowing.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
gotta be.
create.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like possibilities are inanimate objects. They don't exist. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So, you know, you can't know everything. If you know everything, then the universe is finite.
yeah, and it's not. It's not
And it's
finite.
not.
It's infinite.
That's
So
what's
I
up.
mean, we're gonna be like that's why I say this is a journey. Like some people look at this what I'm doing and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do this for 5 years and I'm gonna figure it all out. I'm gonna be doing this till I'm 70 and I'm gonna keep doing it. And I understand that. So that's why I'm successful. But if you look at it as okay, I'm gonna figure it out in 5 years, like no, it's not gonna happen, and gonna be miserable. Like this is a lifetime dedication that we're doing right now, my brother. This is
Yes,
a
sir. Yes,
lifetime
sir.
commitment.
You know
So
what, man?
yeah,
I used to rap, man,
yeah.
and I think in many ways I chose life over what I
Mm-hmm.
saw going on in rap. I
Mm.
might have did some self-sabotaging
Mm-hmm.
because I was living a life where I can't have my face on the flyer saying where I'm gonna be at 2
Mm-hmm.
o'clock or 5 p.m. and everybody know it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there were times I got on stage and then my people called me afterwards, man, you did good. Where you at? Like I was already gone. Like, and it just, you know, I didn't do it. But um, most of the messages and the things that guide me through come from things I've written to myself,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
raps I've written that the people have no clue exist. And I really don't have I have a passion, but not an interest. My daughter's 18 now.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me is like, I've raised her,
Mm-hmm.
and now I could share some of the jewels that's in my music
Mm-hmm.
because I got jewels from other people's music, and that's what I mimic. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's like, I don't know, man. I'll stay tuned on that shit. Stay tuned on that, man. I'll keep going on that, man. But you know, there's like messages in it, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it into books or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But there's so many jewels. It's poetry, but it's man. I'm not gonna even
Yeah,
start
no,
that.
no. I feel, man. Listen, I appreciate so much this conversation. Like I said, I appreciate so much this conversation. Hey, listen, brother. Thank you for calling in. I'm gonna get to the next call, but and you take care of yourself, all right, brother?
Thanks, man. Peace.
All right, peace. This is what we do this for, family. This is exactly what we do this for, and it's so much heartfelt conversation when I talk to the people. Sometime, you know. So let's get to another call. What's up? Hold on, family. Give me. Yeah. So let's get to a next caller. We're gonna get to a next caller. Let's see. Thirst.
So
Can you hear
Rex,
me,
what
my
up,
brother?
man?
What's happening? You
How
tell
you
me.
feeling?
You tell me, man. What's going on? You call in. Tell me what's
Man, I'm
going
dope,
on.
man. How you feeling, yo?
Hey, everything's good, brother. What's on your mind?
Yo, I appreciate the conversation, your platform and all that. I
Indeed.
called it a while back, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But I'm back now. I'm not, the butterflies was heavy last time, but
Yeah.
I could breathe normal without, you know what I'm
Indeed.
saying? But I was listening to what you were saying with the last caller in terms of not giving up on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really my story in a sense, coming out of religion, you know what I mean? And getting focused on spirituality, learning more about spirituality. And with that being said, I know you guys were saying he was talking about him being a musician and being a rapper. I'm a songwriter. I came down here I'm from Connecticut. I moved to Atlanta to be a songwriter, you know what I'm saying, pursue that as a career. And if it's cool, it might be a little left, you know what I'm saying? Could I play a snippet of one of my records? And I want to say, like, the reason why I'm asking, because I feel like, a lot of people are saying things like R&B is dead, like that music is dead, but I feel like, honestly, the producers and the writers, they come from like empty places, you know what I'm saying, that are really putting this music out. which is contributing
Yeah,
to it
brother,
being low vibrational. You feel
indeed.
me?
Yeah, brother. Right now, we're not listening to music. I just want you to speak on what I'm talking about.
No doubt, I could dig it. I could dig, but I just felt
Mm.
like that was important to say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like in terms of like music, like what everybody's at with it, saying like, you know, R&B specifically is dead, but I feel like, you know, the people that are the writers and producers of R&B are really, you know, what's causing that to be the frequency people are feeling. It's not coming out of love, you know what I mean?
Right. What do you think about what we're talking about tonight? That's what I'm really I really want the people to I really want to know as far as what
Well,
we're talking about.
I chimed in late, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
chimed in
okay.
late and I saw you were live, and I just
Oh,
wanted to jump
okay.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
But I
listen,
caught.
brother. Yeah. Listen, you chimed in late. We're talking about this major paradigm shift that's happening in terms of the gatekeepers that whether you want to call them the Democrats, whether you want to call them whether you want to say the church, whether you want to say whatever you want to say, they don't have the celebrities or the entertainers, they don't have the control that they had in 1980 or 1990 or the early 2000s. Shit is changing. So
Right.
we're changing with the times. We're talking about the change that's happening. And we're proud of the change that's happening because we don't have to kiss ass no more. And we don't have to lick boots, and we don't have to do, you see what Charles Barkley and Shaq is doing. They got deals, they got alignments, business alignments. They have to
No
keep
doubt.
them, so they doing what they do. But
You know,
because of the internet and because
my
of
bad.
everything, we ain't got to do that no more. But go ahead, brother. What you was about to say?
That's a fact. You know, for me, when I really got, started waking up type of thing, one of the things that I noticed, I was watching this clip on Instagram or something, one of those short clips, and it was basically like a weatherman. He was out in the middle of like a hurricane. The wind was blowing. This guy's umbrella microphone. He could barely stand up. You know what I'm saying? The umbrella's going crazy.
Yeah.
Right behind Holmes, you see somebody walking back like nothing even going on. You know what I'm saying?
It was
And
all
for
a
me, I
lie.
was like, hold up, y'all. Like, how long y'all been lying to us, yo? How long has this shit been going on? You know what I'm saying? And that really just made me start really paying attention to things. I even heard Dr. B mention turning the color off on your cell phone. And I was like, I'm gonna try that, yo. And honestly, for the past month, I've been rocking like that. And the other day I was at Foot Locker to get my son some sneakers for his basketball game.
Yeah.
And I had to put the color back on just to make sure it matched the uniform, right? The kicks that I got. And when I put the color back on, I could actually feel myself being sucked in like this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I just feel like the programming is just so
strong.
A lot of people are so conditioned to it that, it makes even when I have conversations with people, I really feel like, I got to meet them where they at. Because when social media first came out, I was like, yo, listen, this is some bullshit, y'all. And everybody was like, yo, you wilding. But I understand sometimes when you had a vibrating at a higher frequency, you're saying you're moving faster than everybody else. I feel like this shit is like a racetrack. You see the quick trip in the fucking what's the racetrack gas station. I'm like, why are they called that? You know what I'm saying? They want people to keep it like you running, but it's like, no, this ain't a race, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take scripture, it says be anxious for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anxious and anxiety, they got a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? Anxiety is stress, stress is disease, not being at ease. That's sickness and death. So I feel like we shouldn't. It comes to you. It's energy. Energy is magnetic. You know what I mean? You got me on my Creflo right now, man. I didn't really want to.
Hey.
I was trying to play a record, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Hey, shit, man. Listen, we appreciate your message, my brother. We definitely appreciate your message. I definitely appreciate you calling in, tuning in.
No doubt.
And
Word.
I
Good
want
looking
you,
out, yo.
I want you. Is there anything you want to, any contact info you want to leave the people with?
You can follow my son. He's a social media star. You know what I'm saying? It's LaRock, Larock. Holmes is dope. Yeah, you're gonna love him. You know what I mean? That's my reflection. So, You gonna
Yes,
feel
sir.
what if you
Yeah.
felt me, you gonna feel what he
I
on too.
nigga, I know how you feel because I got a son. That's that's my reflection. Nigga, I
Know
know
what I
how you
mean?
feel. I know
That's
how
his
you
important.
feel.
That's his
Yeah,
important. You know, it's cats that I
yeah,
grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like a lot of people are really horrible. Like, you know, I was telling somebody earlier
Huh?
today, like, there's some horrible parents out here, you know, that's not
Yeah.
holding it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. No, that's facts.
And
It's
I feel like
unfortunate.
that's what you seen out here in terms of like, you know what I'm saying, the frequency and the people out here wilding out and all that, like the
Yeah,
offset situation, condolences to his family. But somebody ain't do a good job raising their kids. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, you
yeah,
know what I mean, is on the other end of that.
yeah,
It's just like, but shouts to the people that are showing up. And the media
yeah.
won't show those people
They
like
won't show.
yourself,
No,
you know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Like
no.
me,
They won't. Yeah,
holding it down. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Single parenting too. You feel me? Still
Woo.
got it, yo. You know what I mean? I'm
Talk
not,
to
you
him.
know what I
Talk to
mean?
him.
So yeah,
Talk to him.
shouts to you, man. I
Hey,
appreciate your show, yo.
hey, yeah, indeed. Thank you, my brother. And I'm
Word.
gonna talk to you another time.
No doubt.
Peace. Man, listen, family. It's always a pleasure talking to so many people on the live stream and getting different perspectives. Y'all know I love different perspectives. I absolutely love different perspectives. And I started out the show giving my perspective, and I got other people's perspectives as well throughout the show. So it's definitely a magnificent show. Man, let's get to Mana Moshe. Mana Moshe, can you hear me? Am I saying your name right?
Yes, greetings. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mana Moshe, talk to me. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, first and foremost, I want to salute you. I've been a subscriber to your channel for maybe almost a year,
Uh-huh.
and I'm grateful for the times that I was able to tune in and to make divine connections with independent minds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a beautiful thing to recognize that there is many perspectives, but at the same time they can complement each other.
Mm.
So in reference to the paradigm shift, according to my own personal experience, I I received my awakening in 2002. I was at home minding my own business. I wasn't thinking about no God. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't looking for no God. And
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wasn't living for no God.
Mm-hmm.
But the divine spirit showed up and showed out. And the spirit took something from that was you wouldn't want to take home to mama, let alone be around your daddy or anyone from A to Z. Anything and everything that you can imagine. That's who I was until basically what they call a twinkling of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
So my message in reference to the paradigm shift, you have a people who is among us who says that they are the chosen people. And we hear that it takes a village to raise a child. And we've also heard that in the end, those who are last shall be first,
First, yes.
and those who are first shall be last.
Yes, yes.
The wisdom that there's power in the words and the experiences of those who have suffered by the system, the political system, the religious system, outcast of the nations because of the monetary system. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to let the people know how the divine spirit has revealed up to me. You have what they call you've been begotten but not forgotten.
Talk.
Um, our people really need to understand the first and foremost, because somebody has said that we have to be able to know ourselves. We have
Mm.
to first accept ourselves and realize that every one of us is very significant and relevant. And nobody, just because of a PhD and scholarships and degrees and certificates does not make one greater than the next person. Because at the same time, experience, your suffering is what's going to elevate you. Your own experiences, because the most valuable people that is upon this planet is the ones who have been the subjects of those who call themselves the self-appointed ones to put themselves in a powerful position, but don't even know how to recognize the wisdom of how you treat one. If you do not make policies that are beneficial for everybody from the bottom to the top, then you too don't even recognize that those who are poor and being rejected are going to be the divine elected. We are the ones that the people must understand that whether if you have been homeless, whether if you have been jobless, whether you have been an outcast of your own family because you're getting this divine awakening and you're starting to see and perceive, you're starting to hear and understand, you're starting to be able to receive not only in your mind and in your sight, but most importantly, what's in your heart. And you can make decisions. And when a community rejects you because you haven't set up under master teachers, you don't speak like them, you don't look like them, you don't walk like them, you don't talk like them, because you have a divine connection with the cosmic energy that before you even entered into your mother's womb, you have already been assigned a mandate that you have value, that you are somebody who is going to have to be reckoned with. And we must be able to recognize each other's gifts and talents, and recognize just because you might not necessarily be walking the same path, the journey, the gatekeepers, the true gatekeepers, the divine feminine, the energies, the portals of life, the ones who have brought life into this world. We must be able to recognize if we are the helpmates to man. We must also recognize that in order for man to be helped, woman has to be able to help herself. She must see the value within herself. She must be able to recognize that she has not been suppressed, and no matter how low she go, there's still a highness within her. This paradigm shift is going to be utilizing people that a lot of people have been rejected, but they are the ones who are divinely elected, and they'll be elevated in positions that a lot of people will not even be able to comprehend in the positions that they would be able to be put into. And we must be open to be able to complement and to support the different positions that a lot of our people who have been stepped on, rejected, and overlooked, and outcasts of the community because they don't simply fit in, or they haven't sat at the foot of certain master teachers. When we have a divine internal master teachers, that ain't nobody gonna really be teaching us anything. If anything, they're gonna be bringing things back to our remembrance. And we must be able to recognize that we have, it is our time to rise up. And the divine spirit spoke to me and says, it is our time to not only wise up in order to rise up, but everything that we do step forward is to prepare a position for our children to be able to grow up. So it is time to rise. It is trying to meet and greet the minds of the elect. It is time to hunt and devour our enemies' lives. It is time to walk among the lions. It is time to rise and confront our enemies. And when they hear us roar, they will flee back to their own caves of their own iniquity. But it is our time to rise up because we are the originators. We are awakened to expose the falsified duplicators. So with this, I am complete. And thank you for the platform and the opportunity that I be able to speak. But there's so much more. but I give thanks. I say. I can't hear you.
I want to thank you. I'm sorry. I want to thank you so much for calling in today. I got to get to the next caller because I'm about to wrap it up. But thank you so much. You brought such a fire, but such a calm energy at the same time. You have such a balance to you. Thank you so much, Queen. Such a balance to you. Thank you. I don't know how to describe you. I'm confused on how to describe you because it's such a balance. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you calling. Tell the people how they could get in contact with you if they want more, if they want to hear more of you.
They can just call me directly, 678-469-3987. Mana Moshe.
Hey, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm so confused on how to describe you. You're such
Well, I know I seem to have that effect on a lot of
yeah.
people.
Hey,
But
thank you.
nevertheless, I give thanks.
I'm gonna talk to you soon. All right.
Okay.
Talk
All
to
right.
you soon. All right. Peace. Man, that was a great sister right there. Her energy was powerful, but calming, but strong, but soft. It was, and that, the black queen, they like that. Black woman, they like that. They're a little bit of everything, and you get everything in their energy, and that's why we love them like that. That's what makes our woman so special. So yes, thank you for representing our black woman. And Brother Rich is about to wrap it up. It's 12:10 a.m. I see I say non affirmations. I know you're a regular. I recognize your name. So I clicked on it. I
Can you
recognize your
hear
name.
me?
Peace. Yeah, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
I recognize your name. You're a regular. So I was about to wrap the show up, but then I seen your name. I said, I'm gonna show the sister love. What's
I
up? Talk to
appreciate
me.
it.
Talk to me. Talk to me before we wrap it up. Talk to me.
So I'm gonna be quick. I just want to touch on the Kyrie situation. The energy that they're giving him, I'm just wondering why they're not giving that same energy to Jeff Bezos and Amazon Prime
Facts,
for
facts,
housing
facts.
the 3-hour documentary.
Mhm.
I just feel like the NBA and Nike suspending him is
Mhm.
only going to make people run to go watch it.
Mhm.
I have not personally seen it. I may watch it tomorrow. But
Mhm.
I just feel like it's not any information that I have not heard before. But I
Mhm.
feel like Kyrie probably posted that for people who need to hear that
Mhm.
information.
Mhm.
Um, Also, too, I just feel like them doing that. I just feel like the consequences that they try to hand out, it backfires a lot of time. Like I said, I just feel like a lot of people are actually going to go run to go watch it now. And also, too, I just wish a lot of celebrities and just people in general would stand on their square and just, say what they mean what they say unapologetically.
Mhm.
But like a comment I saw earlier, we don't know what we would do in those
Mhm.
situations if we were put in those positions. But I really wish a lot of people would just, stand on a square unapologetically.
Mhm.
So that's my 2 cents. I know you're trying to wrap it up.
Mhm. Hey, I appreciate you calling in, giving your opinion,
And
and I
to
appreciate.
comment earlier on, you said the fluids that you saw coming from your queen.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah. Talk
my
to me.
my
Teach me. Can you teach me?
So I got doula clients, and I've
Yeah.
never seen the rainbow color fluids come out. I've seen some colors, but I've never seen rainbow color fluids. So I mean, the only thing I can equate that to is them primordial waters. That's the only thing I can equate that to. Sound like magic to me.
Yeah, she was crazy. I know I wasn't bugging out. I remember it like it was yesterday. As I'm talking to you, I'm recollecting it in my mind, and I seen it come out, and it wasn't like right before my son came out. It probably was about 15 minutes before or 10 minutes
Yeah.
before, but I seen it come out and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I'm so in the mode. I'm so in the frequency of everything that I can't let that throw me off because there's a bigger picture at play. There's something
Right.
more important at play. So I can't let that throw me off. But I remember that distinctively. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate talking to sisters. I love the feminine energy calling in, and even if you whatever y'all got to say, I love the energy. So
Right.
thanks for
And I'm not a
calling
big
in, Queen.
NBA fan or sports fan, but I saw what was
Yeah,
going on,
I
the
know.
comment, like you said earlier, too, when the news say, okay, we mad today, the mass is
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah,
mad. Or when they say, okay,
exactly.
Biden giving us some money on our student loans, let's be happy today. We're
Let's
supposed
be
to be
happy.
happy
Yeah,
today. So, I
yeah.
mean, I just kind of saw that and touched on it, but I'm not too big of a news fan myself. So just wanted to
Hey,
come in and comment on the topic.
yeah. Thanks so much for calling in, and thanks for all the support, Queen.
Peace. Appreciate that.
Peace, Queen. All right, man. That queen is a big time supporter of the channel, and I thank her. And I'm glad she understands what I'm saying about them controlling our anger and telling us when to be angry, when to be happy, when to be sad. They actually tell us when we should experience all of our emotions in the media, and we follow suit. And if we're happy when they say they should be sad, we feel guilty about it because everybody tells us, "Hey, why are you happy for us? Did you not just hear such and such happen?" And it goes vice versa. We should be sad, so it's like, I'm just so glad when our people are waking up. I'm so glad when our people are waking up. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in the chat. All right. They say bird box programming. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that episode. If you watch Netflix, I forgot what the show is called, but yeah, yeah. Google that and you'll see what the brother's talking about or the sister's talking about with bird box programming. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's get to one more. Let's get to another. Let's see. Pacha Petite Madam Warnock's Herbal Healing. What kind of what? Pacha Petite. What a hell of a name.
That is a French name.
Woo! Talk to me, Queen. And Queen, you got the computer on, so I'm hearing my echo. Can you mute the computer?
You want me to mute my computer?
Yeah, I think I'm hearing my echo.
Can you hear me?
Much better, much better. Okay,
Okay,
now we get to because I was hearing my echo, so the people are hearing that as well. Queen, talk to me.
Right, remove your headphones.
Huh? The people are hearing that as well. I'm hearing myself again. Queen, talk to me.
Right, remove your headphones. Okay, so you can hear me. If I put on my headphones, it'll be better, right?
I don't know. You have to mute whatever. There's something you gotta mute.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna put my headphones on.
Quiet. They're happy.
All right, can you hear me?
I hear you. I hope I check. All right, you should be good right now, Queen. All right, now that we good, Queen, talk to me. What is on your mind? What is on your mind? I'm about to wrap it up, but I clicked on your video. What is on your mind, Queen? Oh man, now I can't hear the Queen. Queen, I can't hear you now. Now I can't hear you. I can't hear you now. Now I can't hear you. Damn. I can't hear the sister. Yeah, I know. You say you can't hear. I know I can't hear as well. Yeah, I can't hear you, Queen.
Hold on.
I hear you now.
Okay, cool.
I hear you now.
Yes, I wanted to talk about the Haitian spirits. Okay.
Oh, what would you talk to me? Haitian spirits or what? Talk to me. Yeah.
Of Haiti.
Yes, please talk. Go ahead.
Right now, we're at a time where Baron is the gatekeeper of the cemetery. That's the gatekeeper of the dead.
Good. I'm listening. Good.
Okay, now those spirits, Baron has basically all the spirits that died last year. All
You're probably hearing your echo. You hearing
right,
your
I
echo.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
I
good.
continue.
Just talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the spirits. Okay. Okay. all the spirits that died last year, okay, now when it comes to November this year, they will all come back because they will graduate, basically all our ancestors, okay, to receive their grads, and all of them are released a year later, and these spirits will come home to visit their families. These are our ancestors. Now, this month, the month of November, they start coming out the 2nd of November until January 6th. It is our duties and our jobs to basically do offerings for these spirits, light candles for these spirits, so these spirits can help us, the Black people, in everything that we're doing. It is very important for us to practice this magic because this is how we're going to elevate ourselves. Now, everybody needs to light candles, do libations, pour drinks, 3 drops of liquor, and speak to the spirits, asking them what they need them to do for them. It is very important because now the portal is open. It will be open from November 2nd until January 6th. A lot of people does not know this.
Why till January 6th? Talk to me. Why till January 6th?
Because they have a month. It's about a month's time that the Baron, because that's the time period that the Baron has given them.
Who's the Baron?
The Baron is the gatekeeper of the cemetery. He is the keeper of the Baron is the keeper of the dead. He, whenever you die, that is who judges you. Another word, if you want to say it in English, Osiris.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
So I'm going to make this quick and short. And
Please.
These doors are open right now. No problem. These doors are open. And we need to do the libations, pour liquor. It could be 3 drops of liquor. It doesn't have to be much. And ask for what you want in a candle. You mark your candle from the top to the bottom, all the way around, and an X at the bottom. And the Baron and the Gede and Gede Nibo, you can look into this. Gede Nibo, Gede, what's the other one? Gede Nibo and what? Gede Creole and Gede Nuvavu. It's a lot of different Gedes, but Baron basically gives all these dead ancestors their grads after a year, and they get to come home and help their children. So it's up to you guys to light these candles.
Hey, sis. Okay. Hey, listen, man. Listen. This is. I'm glad you came on and dropped this information. Anything before I'm gonna get to another caller? Anything you want to leave the people with before I get to the next caller?
Sure. If you guys are trying to purchase any, basically, okay.
You leave your contact info. Any contact info you got?
You can reach me at Madam Warnock's Herbal Healing. Okay. You can reach me at, or this is my email, Madam Warnock's Herbal Healing.hhco@yahoo.com. And you guys could go shop at Madam Warnock's Herbal Healing.com for soaps or herbal soaps, candles, oils, and herbs, organic herbs, which we should try to practice the herb healing at this time, because I'm not going to say anything because we're on YouTube, but obviously what we've been doing has not been working. So it's time to go back to our roots. And thank you so much, Black Magic, for having me on your show.
Hey, thanks for calling in. You take care of yourself, all right?
You do the same. Thanks again.
Indeed. Peace.
All right, bye bye.
Man, listen, I want to thank the sister for calling in and everybody else for calling in. It's been a magnificent show. It has definitely been a magnificent show. We've had a good time, as we always do. You know, we always have a good time. Yeah, we always have a good time. And I think we might. Yeah, we've been on here for 2 hours and 50 minutes, almost 3 hours. Wow, we've been on here for damn near 3 hours, family. We've been on here for damn near 3 hours. Let's get to this call here. SS Primo.
Yo.
Yeah, you sit back, nigga, wake up, nigga. What's on your mind, brother? I know you've been a hole for a while, man. What's going on?
Hell
Brother?
yeah, bro. I've been around just working.
What's
working
going on, brother?
Nothing
What's on your
much,
mind?
bro. I just want to say a few things about the whole paradigm, which is just 3 pointers, really. 3 things that we need to understand is that all these experiences, like I said before, if we close our eyes and forget our color, forget everything around us, we have to understand that this is an experience. So this pressure, it could be anybody. We've always had a Kanye, we've had Michael Jackson saying they don't really care about us. I mean,
Same
there's
thing.
always something going on.
Yeah.
The issue is what you're gonna do about it with yourself. What's the not the solution, but what's that gonna fuel inside of you? If you understand what I mean, how's that gonna awaken the spirit? Because it's always about awakening the spirit, always. So for us today, it might be Kyrie. 5 years from now, he's another player. The other time there was a player, I forgot his name, who took the knee and all that stuff happened. But it's always gonna happen. I mean, we're always gonna go in circles. The issue is, are you getting your message from that? Are you working on yourself? So most importantly, we just gotta shut down and understand what are we here for? What are we gonna take out of these experiences that we're here to have? Because experience is existent. So we only exist in this body, in this time right now. Like in this time that we're in, we have to do what we gotta do, get the experience and bounce. Number two is accountability of the journey. We need to really be accountable. That's just about, for example, I watched this show today and I just go on that. That was cool, man. There's a lot of people talking. Like everyone is doing their thing. Kanye is doing his thing. You're doing your thing. Everybody who called today, they're literally doing their thing. But what are you doing in terms of what am I doing? Because I gotta go do my own thing. You gotta keep doing your thing and be accountable of your journey, your life, and then that leads to now education and wisdom. Are we really, for example, if I watch this, I wanted to share some books last time. Are we really educating ourselves after this? Are we really trying to find out who we are, what we're here for? Because we got to take the steps. We can't just really be out here watching everybody do their thing. Like the Wakanda, everything is, those people are doing their thing, literally. Everyone's acting, they're fighting their fight. Are we fighting our fight? Because it is micro, it is about you. At the end of the day, when I bounce, I bounce. I mean, the world keeps moving. Everybody just like take off. He did his thing. We can say whatever we want to do, but he literally did his thing and he's bounced. He's done.
Yeah.
Now, what are we doing? We could just sit and talk about, yeah, it was this and that, it was that and that. Yeah, we could take the lesson, but what are you gonna do with that lesson for you? Because you're gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce, and we don't know what we're bouncing to. Regardless, we gotta understand that we gotta take the principle out and take responsibility, educate ourselves, understand that this is just an experience, and take out it's like mining. We gotta mine all these experiences. So if something happens today, takeoff situation, you mine it. What can you learn? What can you gain from that? Apply it in your life, and then move on, move to the next day. And how are you gonna make the change in your environment? We can't really just be sitting and watching the whole thing play out and nothing changed. I go downstairs, like the homie said, he see his brothers, and he's like, man, why am I scared of my brothers? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even if there's violence, we know the reality. It's not like we woke up violent, really. We gotta stop like pointing fingers. Nobody woke up and they're like, yo, I love violence. They clearly, like everybody else, was born ignorant and we're still ignorant till we die. But we just got to understand to make the change in our lives. Always take the challenge, see the challenge, whatever it is, and move on. So that's all I want to share, bro. And two more books, which is Man's Higher Consciousness by Hilton Hotima, which I got from Bobby, real OG. And the other one was Force versus Power. I remember it was from B Series. And uh, the other one was the one I'm reading right now is the Mysteries of Genesis. I forgot the author, but these are really good books in terms of whatever we do. I watch a show. I'm writing notes down, bro. Like my life's gotta change, bro. You're doing a good thing that you're doing beyond good. I don't even understand. But my part is I better take notes, bro. Like I just want to share with people. You gotta take notes, man. Cause you're doing bro, you go to sleep. You're good. Like you ain't gotta worry about nothing. We gotta also say, okay, damn, he did his part. I gotta do my part now. How am I gonna learn? How am I gonna teach my mom? Because I teach my mom right now. Actually, I teach my family, bro. I'm not like looking at you and be like, damn, that was dope. Oh man, that guy. Now we gotta like each one teach one. You feel me? Each one teach one. We're not just like, whoa, I can't be telling my mom all kinds of crazy stuff, like, the chakras now, but it's simple principles, if we do this, if we think like this, maybe there's something wrong, because you can't all go up in people's faces and be like, the Cyrus, the planet. People don't understand this. You feel me? They really can't. It's like talking to not, I don't want to say children because it's disrespectful, but it's talking to a 12th grader and giving them something like advanced geometry or something. It's just impossible. You can't talk to people like that. You feel me? But that's out of respect and love to see somebody who's 12th grade and say, okay, I feel you on what level you're on, but I can push you and quicken your spirit. You feel me? So we gotta spark each other's spirit, bro. You spark me, I spark you. Everybody else here spark me up. I spark them up too by responding here, and I move on. If I don't do nothing, if today I talk to you and nothing changed, not even one thing, then I really failed for my day. You feel me? Yeah, I really failed. Like I said, your white man is never been a white man. It's you. It's always been you, bro. When you wake up, it's you. When I wake up, it's only me, bro. I live in different countries across the globe. I wake up and it's always me. No matter who's around me, no matter the story. So shout out to the homies doing their thing. We don't have to understand everything. Kanye is doing his part. That's his part to play. You're doing your part. Let's just do our part and stop being judgmental, please, man. Like, dude, you don't even know what it feels like to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? The homie almost died, I think. A lot of people been through all kinds of crazy things. We can't just point the finger and say he's being ruled by the forces that be. Okay, that's cool, but we're all in this game. You feel me? So don't want to waste your time, bro. It's been beautiful. Thank you for the accepting me for the last call, I think, or if you got other people. Really appreciate everybody, man. Everybody on their own journey. Do whatever you gotta do, as long as you're better than yesterday, because we die to ourselves every day. I'm gonna die tonight. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow new being. I can't wait to die tonight. I'm gonna be dying every second, bro.
I'm gonna die tonight. Man, it's a pleasure talking to you. And I see a future in you speaking. And I said that last time, and I just want you to keep up your good work. And I thank you for calling in. The people saying Primo, I appreciate you calling in as always. You keep up the good work, my brother. You on another part of the globe. You got a different assignment that I have, but at the same time, the same assignment, and that is one of love. But we have different positions that we're going about this thing called love in. And keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Thank you for calling. And I'm going to talk to you soon. Now, I see a future for you with this, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to you soon.
Peace and love, and thank you, man. Shout out to everybody.
Brother. All right, peace, brother. Man, that brother, I love when that brother called last time. I said I'm going to do this every month. And that brother called last time when I did this, when I speak, myself, besides having a guest, and I take some Q&A. And the people appreciated what he had to say. So definitely shout out to that brother for calling in again. I'm about to wrap it up. Here you go, service. I'm about to wrap it up. It's 12:30. Man, I've been on here for 3 hours. I thank everybody for tuning in. For those who didn't get a chance to go live, I apologize. Maybe next time we could do this. Maybe I could do this twice a month. But yeah, thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's broadcast. This is Brother Rich. You know, I was about to say UGR. I'm about to be all professional or whatever. But yeah, this is Brother Rich. You know, I'm just thankful. Like I'm happy when I do shows like this and talk to the people. Like when I talk to the people and they say certain things, they put me on a different frequency. So I have a plan for the show, and then when I talk to people, they put me on a different frequency, and I want to do something different, and I'm in a conflict between what I want to do and what what I feel like I should do after talking to them. So that's a good problem to have. Shout out to Kafunya. She's one of the people that called in that puts me on just put me on a certain frequency. Kafunya was just such a positive, loving spirit. Positive, loving spirit. Shout out to Kafunya. And I'm thankful for Kafunya calling in, But shout out to everybody in the chat room. At this point, everybody who's in the chat room, y'all like hardcore Black Magic 363 fans. Everybody who is it done turned off already. You know what I'm saying? So these are like the hardcore Black Magic 363 fans who are just appreciate the information, and they're like, yo, what's next? Nigga, stay on for 5 more hours. So I'm thankful for that. I don't take it for granted. I definitely don't want y'all to think I ever take this for granted. I appreciate my role and my position, And I'm reading the comments right now. I'm like reading the comments right now as I speak. I'm going on 3 hours. Yeah, I'm watching. Wow, going on 3 hours. I'm watching comments as I speak. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the comment section, everybody who called in tonight. It's always a long night when I do these shows, and longer than what I think it would be. With that being said, family, I'm getting out of here. Thank you for tuning in. I got an amazing week lined up for everybody this week coming up. I mean, I'm gonna have some powerful speakers coming up this week, and we're gonna have a great time learning together collectively, figuring out who we are and discovering what steps we got to take to migrate in this new paradigm. So with that being said, family, thanks for tuning in. This is Brother Rich. I'm signing out. Peace.